What's up? Oh, fuck. No. What do you mean? What do you mean there's no... Oh. Great start. Already lagging. Fuck. No, no, no. No, no, no. Please. Okay. Definitely not concerning. Give me a moment. I'm gonna check some things before I go into panic mode. Let's see. Hi, Revo! Go check for updates. Driver's up to date. Okay. Why are you not... Hi, Nagito! Welcome to stream! Oh boy, this is great, this is great. Today's been alright. Just had work, came back. I'm so tired, I felt like... I swear I felt like I was gonna pass out at one point. But I made it through. I survived. I survived! Next week. I put out my schedule on my Insta, and I updated the schedule on Twitch, as well as put the schedule on YouTube. I believe the next one is... I know, I'm sorry. That's the wrong Instagram account. Next one is Wednesday, 3 p.m. EST. Yep. I'm sorry. I just like to jump right into things, you know? I can't wait. I can't wait. I go to work, I come home, and then ooh, what the fuck did I do? Ooh. We did, and I cried a little. I'm ready to start. Where do we leave off? Nope, wait, fuck, wait. Hi, Ashley! Oh boy, I can't wait to see how I fucked this up. Everyone I've been killed in the X-Day crimes so far had committed some wrongs in the past. I'm doing okay. Bit sleepy, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm excited to continue the story. They were likely people who had once hurt assailants in some way. What did the terrorists want? Were they planning a coup d'etat because they lost faith in the national government? At this rate, there are concerns that people might go insane from the stress of being cooped up. There might be a lot of suspects that we can't locate in Shinjuku because of that.
警察はもう信用できないからって助けを求めることさえ諦めてる人もいるだろうしね。警察官にも無力さを感じて気力を失ってる人は多いと思うよ。助けたいのに助けられないから自分の存在価値を見失ってもおかしくない。
Yeah. What's going to happen to this town? I looked up at the flickering lights of the street lamps. I saw the lights every night, but tonight they seemed to perfectly mirror the city's instability. if I wasn't a police officer, I think I'd be stuck at home too.
死ぬのが怖くて。
Yeah, but mainly because I fear losing things.
それは今も同じでしょ。
So basically, it's about this character. She gets kidnapped and put a collar on her by this terrorist organization that wants to do like a whole purging of the government. And she has to figure out the mystery behind the terrorist organization, or else she gets killed by the collar. Basically, I think that's basically it. Hold on, let me. Do I have the cover with me? I feel like
死ぬのは怖いんじゃないかな。警察官だってきっと同じ。
Hold on. Okay, so I can't find the cover for the case for the game. But that's basically the story. I'll consider I'll play. I'm down to play Ace Attorney. Okay, have fun, Dashy. I'm down to play Ace Attorney once I'm finished V3. Because there's probably gonna be a time between Ace Attorney and or the next Danganronpa game releasing in Ace and when I finish V3.
俺にはよくわからないけど、死ぬくらいなら他人を傷つけるっていう人もきっとたくさんいるんだろうね。
Again, it struck me how Okazaki didn't seem to consider it a problem that applied to him. Are you afraid of death too? He didn't answer my question. He gave me a vague smile. He's literally his job is literally to die for his clients. It'd be weird if he was if he was really afraid of death. He's an SP agent, so basically his job is to like protect important people at all costs, even at the cost of his own life, potentially. It's weird. I agree, the art style of this game is so pretty. I love it.
座れるところに行こうか。
Because it is a visual novel game. Though I feel it does have a few mini game type things. How many chapters are in a visual novel type game? I actually don't know. Right now we're at what chapter are we on? Chapter 3? I think there's 5. I might be wrong though. I spent time with Okazaki in this park before when I first met him. Back then, he invited me here and been falling asleep on me immediately. Iconic. We love him for that. It is called Malice. I recommend it. It's a fun game. They also have a fan-made sequel game. I accidentally played that one first. No, I thought it included the main game, so like I was like, huh, I wonder what because the only thing I've seen of this game was what Kita played. My friend Kita played on her channel. I was confused, like, huh, this is different from what I've seen from her playthrough. And then I DM'd her after, like, hey Kino, why does this game look so different from your copy? And then we came to the realization I was playing the fucking sequel. 6 to 7 chapters. Okay, okay.
よかった。やっぱり君は悪い人じゃないね。
He's so goofy. I love him.
だって安心して眠れたから。
Mary, in fact, mirai in Japanese means future. Oh my god, that's crazy. Stickly halfway point. Really? Okay. Damn. We're that far in already? Since that point, Okazaki's been trying to trust me. I didn't want to betray that faith. Well, I really don't want to either, considering the last time we did that, he pointed a gun at us. I knew that smoothing things over with words wouldn't help much, but I wanted his trust. And I wanted to interact like we used to. Yeah, because your guys are down bad for each other. Y'all are in love. I'm just being selfish. It wasn't anything related to the collar. I just didn't want him to drift away from me. Okazaki, overcome by emotion, I tried to summon the nerve to speak.
俺は君を疑ってないよ。
When I did, I was answered by a gentle voice.
アドニスに脅されてるのも、それでも逃げないで頑張ってるのも、全部本当だって思う。
Aww.
君は警察を裏切るような真似をして、心苦しい気持ちも持ってる。でも、自己保身のためだけじゃなくて、この町のために事件を解明したくて、そのために必死で立ち向かってる。
Is that thing linked to your Japanese roots? Do you mean my name? There's a story behind my name, but it's not linked to anything that deep. It is. How anticlimactic. If I said that, would he believe it? Would it hurt him? That was all I could think. Girl, you're overthinking it! Come on! You believe me? He replied instantly. I couldn't sense any dishonesty in those words. Why? As a police officer, you shouldn't condone what I've done. If I were you, I'd be troubled. There's no good reason to trust me. Even if I had been honestly misled, my continued existence could be a threat to the police, so why...
そういうところ。
Huh?
君は嘘がつけない子だよ。だから、これまでのことが演技だとは思えない。
See, this is why I like him so much. He just has complete and utter faith in us, despite the suspicion he should have. Because he can tell we're a good person. He can tell we don't want to do this, and it's making me sad.
もし全部嘘だったとしたら、俺の勘が相当鈍ってるってことになるかな。でも、俺はその辺自信があるんだ。だから、君が悪い子じゃないっていうのは当たり。今は警察に言えないとしても、君の存在が事件解明の手がかりになるかもしれない。それくらい重要な立場。そして犯人側にとっても君は重要人物。君を選んだ理由が必ずあるはずだからね。言い換えれば君は今この国にとってとても重要で特別な人間なんだ。
Okay, but is it just important to the nation, or is it important to you too? Because that's the real question here. That's the real question. To the country? That much?
だからね。君のことは俺が守るよ。
Huh. I made a dumb noise. You sure did! Girl, you sure did. I come here prepared to be disappointed, but I never expected this. Protect me? Why? You pointed a gun at me before. Doesn't that mean I'm considered an enemy of the police?
ね。君が守る価値のある人だって分かったから。
Aww. No. Fuck. What? This was making less and less sense. I was a possible threat in the eyes of the police, so I could understand why you point a gun at me. But in the short time that I've known Okazaki, I also knew that he hesitated to sacrifice me. And now, he was saying that he'd protect me. I didn't understand.
君はさ、俺が銃を向けても、いつか撃つかもしれないって言っても、逃げないって言ったよね。
If you decide that I'm leading things astray, then I want you to shoot me, without hesitation. I want to solve them and fix Shinjuku. I want to protect the people who live here. Hi, Rekka! So, I'm not going to run away.
首輪のことをばらされたくないなら、俺に懇願することもできたし、怖いなら、俺から逃げることもできたはずだ。でも、君はどっちもしなかったし、理不尽な状況に嘆くだけでもなかった。逃げない。諦めないって。いざとなったら迷わずに自分を撃てって言ったよね。俺はね、その覚悟を持ってる。
He's so encouraging! Like, what the fuck? Okazaki. I know, it's crazy! Oh, what the fuck did I do to my phone? I fucked up my phone a little. I can't see anything. There we go. Fuck. I keep swiping to my Instagram. Even though that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. We Gucci now. We Gucci now. My words and actions has finally gotten through. My chest grew warm as I realized that. Dude, girl, it had gone through a while ago, girl. Come on. He hasn't been saying this shit for no reason. I hadn't been trying to make a grand gesture. I just didn't want to let Okazaki down. He finally heard me.
ね、俺が前に探し物をしてるって言ったこと覚えてる？
Huh? Ah, that. I blinked at the sudden change of topic. I thought back to the conversation when he told me that. This is cute when I'm talking to him. Shut up! That's my wife! That's my wife!
見つけてくれるかなって思ってた。
What's with Kai? Who Kai? What? If you meet Okazaki, he's just crazy. He's crazy. But like, he's so sweet about it.
もうすぐ見つかりそうかな。そんな予感がしてる。
He's looking for something important for him to protect. And he found it in her, and it's very sweet, and I love him. You said that you would find it. You said that you thought you would find it soon, I think.
それが見つかったんだ。
Huh? You did? What were you looking for? Yeah, Okazaki's just crazy. Bye, Rekka! Have a nice day at work.
君だよ。
He's finally confessing! He's confessing! What? Dude, I felt that. Like, do you know how many times I spelled that as THAG instead of THAG? Dude, my autocorrect now says THAG instead of THAT. I've done it so many times. I can't type for shit on mobile. Once again, I blurted out a confused noise. Okazaki's been looking for me? Whatever for? He had been smiling happily for a while now, but I couldn't shake the sense that we'd been having two different conversations.
君が俺の探してた理想の人。
Hi, Tailgater! I'm doing good.
本当にずっと探してた。
Hopefully you're doing good too. Yeah, like literally on my phone, if I type out THH, if I type out that, I automatically it gets changed to THAG. At this point, I need to fix my phone so it stops doing that. See, I have a joke whenever I meant I speak one language and it's half of two. Hey, he's doing the ball of foot. Is the ball going? I hope the ball is going in the right direction.
特別なものだよ。
Dude, he's so sweet.
俺が守るべきものはね、特別で大切でとても重くてかけがえのないもの。
His eyes and tone sounded like he discovered some kinds of long-lost treasure. Back then, his words made me look kindly on him. He wanted to protect something irreplaceable. But right now, I had no idea what he meant. Girl, come on, you cannot be this tense. Hey, let's go. The ball is going. Sorry, I'm not following what you're saying. No, I take no offense because it is a stupid language. As much as as convenient as English is, sometimes it has its thing. It has its moments. Sorry, I'm not following what you're saying. Like, girl, come on, you cannot be this dense.
ちょっと早まっちゃったかな。急にこんなこと言われたら困るよね。ごめんね。嬉しくてつい。
I cannot imagine learning English. I cannot imagine. It must be so confusing. Cause like I believe English is a mashup between different languages from long ago. Like I think it was like French, French. It's like I can't remember anymore. It's like French and Spanish and something else. I can't even remember. Okazaki chuckled, noticing the skeptical look I was giving him. As he said, the emotion was obviously written all over his face.
俺はね、自分にとって特別な守るべき人をずっと探してたんだ。
And you're saying that person is me? Okay, that just made me more. Girl, come on! Open your eyes, come on! I was honestly happy that he said he'd protect me. I was happy that he trusted me. But Okazaki was someone whose personal feelings came a distant second to being a police officer. If I was someone he'd hold at gunpoint for being a threat, then why was I special to him? When had I become that precious in his eyes?
そういえば聞いてなかったけど。ね、君はどうして警察官になったの？
I don't know if he noticed that I was brooding over his comments, but he just kept on going. Look, he doesn't notice anything. The worst thing is the it concept. In my language, that is a gender for everything. Oh, it's kind of like Spanish, I guess. I feel, yeah, that would be confusing. For me though, I feel like it's the opposite for me. Usually I can't wrap my head around having a gender for objects. Then again, in Japanese, they have different words for counting. Like, pon, nihon, ippon, nippon, hitotsu, futatsu, that kind of stuff. And that, I can't understand that. I can't remember which counting I should use for different items for the life of me. So I couldn't do that for objects too. I don't know if he noticed that I was but just kept going. Again, I felt like he was just dodging the subject. It's not that grand of a reason. When I was in school, I helped someone, and they were very grateful. I learned that being helpful, I can't fucking read. I learned what being helpful actually meant. I just thought that it would be great to be someone who lived for other people.
そっか。君らしくて素敵だね。
The direct praise embarrassed me. To hide my embarrassment, I asked him a question. How about you? Why did you join the police?
俺も結構単純だよ。子供の頃、知らない場所で迷子になった時、交番のおまわりさんが助けてくれたんだ。
Fuck, that's so cute.
ありがちだけどね。その時の俺にとって、その人は正義のヒーローで、すごくかっこよくて憧れた。だから同じ場所を目指したわけ。それだけ。その人の顔も名前も覚えてないくらい、ちょっとした出来事だったんだけどね。
Aww. That's a surprise. That really was a simple story. Aw, thank you, Tailgater. I appreciate you watching. I try my best to be entertaining for you all. I don't know if I'm succeeding too well, but it makes me happy that at least one person finds me entertaining. The whole counting thing? Yeah, I don't think I'll ever really wrap my head around it. Since he had such an uncompromising attitude towards his police work, I figured that he'd had a much more complex reason.
SP になったのも、警察組織の中で守ることに比重を置いてる仕事ってかっこいいなっていう単純なきっかけだし、体動かすのは得意だったから、自分に向いてるかなって気楽な考えでね。
That sounds like the way you'd make this. It very much sounds like him to make these kinds of choices.
でも、実際に SP になって、これがきっと天職なんだって思ったよ。守るために自分の命をかけられる。他にそんな仕事ないからね。
Huh? That struck me as odd. The SP risked her lives to defend her charges. But the way Okazaki put it was like,
何があっても、何を犠牲にしても、特別な誰かを守ることが俺の仕事。自分にも役割がある。誰かを守れる自分にはちゃんと存在価値があるって、そう思えるから。
I mean, personally, I feel like you don't have to be an SP officer in particular to do that, though. Sorry, there's like a fire truck or something outside. It's freaking me out a little. It's loud, holy shit. I feel like you don't have to be an SP officer to do that, though. Like, even regular officers, you kind of just like, you protect other people there too. Thank you, Tailgater. I appreciate the like. voice actor is really good. Fuck, he has a really nice voice. He started from a win, but it felt like our reasons for joining the police were similar. I wanted to help people It made me happy to assist them. But the way he says it is almost as if he specifically wanted to lay down his life. Bro is suicidal. It makes me so sad. Without protecting someone, his life had no value. That was one way to interpret what he was saying.
今度こそ俺はちゃんと守らなきゃいけないんだ。この国にとって、みんなにとって重要でかけがえのない特別な誰かを俺の命に変えてもね。
I worry about him. I legit worry about him all the time. His kind-hearted words made a deep impression on me. I legit, like, whenever I play this game, he says some concerning shit all the time, and it like, like, freaks me out a little. I think I knew what had been bothering me about his earlier answer. He didn't want to protect me out of a personal desire to do so. He decided that I was someone worth protecting. Was that why he wanted to protect me? Why do I feel so glum? Because you're into him, and you want him to protect you because he likes you. Damn it. I knew I was asking for too much. Whatever his reasons, I should have been happy that he was offering to protect me. But I felt like I didn't actually exist in the depths of his heart. I must be lonely.
ってことで、これからは俺が四六時中君のこと守るから安心してね。
I have a similar thing. I feel like whenever I see a voice actor, I kind of like associate them with their role a lot, like the most prominent role that I see them in. Like, whenever I see Joe Zija, I just think Risley or Claude. Sometimes it's kind of hard to separate the voice actors from the roles sometimes. Are you sure?
もう決めちゃったから。
And you know him, once he's decided on something, he's not going back. You cannot stop him. He's stubborn as a mule. That means you'll neglect your mission. You would get pulled into my problems.
君がなんて言っても俺は変わらないよ。
Because you're stubborn as an ox. He obviously wouldn't take no for an answer. Does he ever? Right. When he makes up his mind, it's over.
俺の役割だから他の人に任せちゃダメだよ。ちゃんと俺に守らせて。ね。
My complicated feelings didn't disappear, but I couldn't just turn him down. It was true that I was happy that he said he'd protect me. I understand. I eventually nodded in resignation.
よかった。じゃあ、約束しよう。
Smiling gently, he offered me his pinky. Oh. Realizing his intent, I also gave him my Realizing his intent, I also gave him my pinky, flushing slightly.
ね、指ギュッてして。
He's so pretty. Fuck. Oh, like this? Timidly, I flexed my pinky a bit.
もうちょっと力入れて。
That's what she said. That's what she said. Like that?
いた。
Eh?
なんて嘘。これぐらいでちょうどいいよ。
Jeez, don't scare me like that. Okazaki smiled cheerfully. I didn't truly understand the full meaning behind what he said to me, but his bright smile alone filled the very depths of my heart with much needed warmth. Hold onto these nuts. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
さっき言ってた
It's
探し
so
物ね
cute.
もう見つからないんじゃないかってちょっと諦めそうになってたんだ
He's so way. He spoke much more gently now, still giving me the same smile.
警察っていう組織のことは大事俺に守る環境を与えてくれた場所だから警察の敵になる者は許せないでも俺は組織のことより任務のことより大事にしたいものがある
Is your mission to protect the person you were talking about earlier?
そうだから今は何より君のことが大事
Oh! Even though his reasons are a bit fucked up and he doesn't, and his action, the way he's going about it is a bit fucked up, but it's so cute. It's so cute. That statement was easy to be misinterpreted. Even though I knew he was just stating things in his own particular way, my cheeks grew flushed.
俺は何があっても君を守るよだから君も何があっても逃げないで
She's really pretty.
何を犠牲にしても
Hold on, let me
君が本当に願うことのために諦めないで
pull up a
立ち向
picture.
かって
Let's see, Protagonist. Images. I'm gonna put her up on screen. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. There we go. Oop, fuck. What did I do? There we go. New source. Image. Browse. Download. She's so cute. Oop. I know this is a kind of a low res image, but she's so pretty. She's a police officer. I love her design. She's such a pretty character. High key. Just wanted to delete that source. There we go. Yep, remove. There we go.
そんな君だから俺は選んだ
Stand proud, because you are strong.
してくれる
He was checking my resolve. Someone worth protecting. Whatever our history, he'd recognized my resolve. He'd chosen me because I was important to both the police and Adonis. Because I didn't run away. Her eyes are so pretty. I was precious enough he cast aside all else. I promised. I nodded firmly, accepting his feelings. My goal as a cop to protect Shinjuku. I can't give up on anything. Not the cases, nor the collar. I absolutely won't run away. She does! Oh, look at his smile! No matter how reckless or scared I was, as long as I didn't avert my eyes from the truth, he would protect me. There was nothing more reassuring than that. I'm so glad. It was an easy promise for me to make. After all, he wasn't doing this unconditionally. It aligned with his wishes too. It's far better than him doing it for no reason.
あとはね、何があっても俺から離れないでね。
He tightly squeezed my pinky finger and then started shaking our hands up and down. Can she not even go to the bathroom alone? Come on, dude, give her some wiggle room.
俺から逃げないで。 隠し事はしないで。あと、知らない人にくっついてっちゃダメ。
She's not 10, dude. This sounds more like you're scolding me than making a promise with me.
言ったでしょ。君って危なっかしいから心配なんだ。君は俺だけの特別な人だから。知らないところで危ない目に遭わないように。わかった？
Alright. Feeling pressured, I nodded.
よくできました。それじゃ、嘘ついたら針千本ノーマスっと。
Whimsically, singing a children's song, he sadly let go of my pinky, as if he was saying goodbye. Never! I'll be dirty till the day I die! I kid. When we joined at the pinky, I felt like we gotten a little closer. I had been afraid to let the cold wind separate us again.
とにかく今
You
は
could go to the bathroom.
ビワの言う通りに事件の捜査を進めた
But
方がい
what
い
if
ね。
something happens in the bathroom? You never know! Anyway, you should keep digging into the cases for now, like the caller said. Okay. I think it'll help a lot more than doing nothing anyway. I want to work with Yanagi's team too, but it's best not to stand out too much for now. I recalled that Morioka and Commissioner Minegishi knew about my interactions with Yanagi. They had tried to figure out what I knew about X-Day. Okazaki must have reported my association with Yanagi's group to them. That aside, it was a fact that Yanagi and his friends were under police surveillance.
今は表向き警護って名目で俺たち SP が配置されてるけど。
Look. The more out of context, the funnier it is.
彼らの行動次第では疑惑が深まって公安や別の捜査員が派遣されることになったら彼らとコンタクトを取るときは気をつけてなるべくこっそり水面下で動いた方がいい。
Of course I'll be careful. I'm always careful.
それから、絶対に一人で行動しないこと。何か変なことがあったら俺を呼ぶこと。
He's being very protective maybe not all of a sudden, but I appreciate that, but what about your job?
守らなくていいのかって意味なら彼らは守らないといけないほど弱くない。監視しなくていいのかって意味なら俺は彼らのことも信じたい。
Right, always careful. Yes, always careful. Very much always careful.
君が信じてるならなおさらね。
You know what they call me? Mary Careful Boo.
彼らの敬語に意味がないことなんて最初から分かってたことだし。
Huh? I didn't quite catch what he muttered, so I waited for him to continue.
だからこれからは俺の個人的な願いを優先するよ。君を守ること。これが今の俺にとって大切な任務だから。
Somehow it feels like a weight had been lifted. I left Okazaki and started to go back inside. Huh? I recognized a person standing absent-mindedly in front of my apartment. Akito? It's him! Oh, sorry for surprising you. Want to come inside? You're here to see Kazuki, right? Don't be so shy. Come in. Oh, were you waiting for him to meet you?
いえ、違うんです。もう帰るところで。
Look. Look. sometimes things just appear out of thin air and sometimes just things happen and it's out of my control. I just do things, you know? I just do things. And sometimes when I do things, it sounds a bit weird. And then it's not my fault if people did the wrong idea. No, I was on the way out. Oh, okay. Pretty late, so why don't I walk you back?
大丈夫です。お姉さん。俺とここで会ったこと、和樹には言わないでくれませんか?
Eh? What Akito, what the fuck?
お願いします。
I wanted to ask him why, but Akito was staring at me intently. Did they have a fight? Okay, I won't kill Kazuki.
ありがとうございます。それと、俺しばらく家の都合であまり和樹とも会えなくなりそうなんで。
This is incredibly suspicious, but okay. Oh, really?
はい。だから、もしあいつが気にしてたら、心配するなって言っておいてください。
See, if he was worried, I don't think he'd tell us. I feel like we don't have that kind of relationship with him. Okay. Akito, what the fuck? What'd you say?
あ、いえ、なんでもありません。あと、お姉さん、和樹のこと、ちゃんと見てあげてください。
The fuck? What?
じゃなきゃ、絶対に後悔するから。じゃあ、失礼します。
Bro, he's acting like he's gonna die. Ah. He left without giving me any chance to stop him. Oh shit.
菅原の記憶消したのか。やったのはゼロか。最初から分かってたことだが、ゼロは俺たちを駒としか見てねえな。
それは違います。ゼロはあなた方の悲しみに共感している。
共感？お優しい教祖様はかわいそうな俺たちを救済したいってか。
Okay, hear me out. hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
ゼロに聞かれていますよ。
聞かせてるんだよ。
あなたは執行者の中でも特例としてゼロに認められています。ですからこうしてここの出入りも許している。余計なことは考えない方がいいと思いますが。
それをお前が言うのか？
何の話ですか？
So they really did erase Sugawara's memories.
俺は俺
I
の
kind of want to know what the
あとはどうにでもなればいい。
I kind of want to know what the science is
More
behind that. Like
Otome.
how they managed to do that. I'm kind of curious about that, low key.
おいゼロ、俺を駒として使いたきゃ使いな。
December 19th, 8:14 a.m. My shift would start in the afternoon today, so I was having a relaxing morning for a change. I enjoyed a slight scrumptious breakfast of a croissant and a hot chocolate. Ah, Okazaki. The way he texts is so cute. Morning, nice weather. Anything odd happen? Good morning, I'm fine, thank you. Good, I saw a black cat today, I got lucky. Okazaki attached a photo. It was out of focus, which was very much like him. It's cute! But isn't a black cat supposed to be bad luck? I don't think it's good luck. Oh, right. But it's cute, so whatever. Right? Sorry for calling you unlucky, Mr. Black Cat. I forgive you. Meow. Call me if anything happens. The way he texts is so cute. Fuck. Okay. Damn, they're going ham on the fucking sirens. It had been 2 days since the promise. Okazaki periodically messaged me like this to fret over my condition. After I got home yesterday, locked the door and turned off the stove. I cracked up when he sent me that text.
俺は何があっても君を守るよ。だから君も何があっても逃げないで。何を犠牲にしても君が本当に願うことの
Stand proud, for you are strong. he's quoting some fucking Sukuna shit.
そんな君だから俺は選んだんだ。約束してくれる？
I'm happy. I bet you are, girl. Come on. You won't admit your feelings, but I know what you are. I know what you are. You're an Otome game protagonist. That's how I honestly felt right now. Even though it was fulfilling his own wish, we were getting back to our old relationship. No, I felt we were even closer now. He's straightforward, kind, and has a dream that he won't compromise on. He was definitely a strong-willed man. This time, I didn't want to let him down. I also wanted to become someone worth protecting. I'll get stronger too, stronger so I can stand beside him. Now then. I distanced myself from the investigation, but I still had to keep pursuing the X-Day cases. The recent string of crimes have been followed by several days of eerie stillness, and that bothered me. Though this is my first calm morning in ages. Over the past week, I haven't had a chance to relax because of the issues with Okazaki. I don't know what could happen at any time. I should get some rest while I can. I have plenty of time before I had to go to work. How could I spend it productively? I could read a book, watch a DVD, or even go shopping for new clothes. I know, I'll make snacks. Cooking focused my mind, and there was a recipe that I wanted to try out. Making up my mind, I quickly rolled up my sleeves and went to the kitchen. After setting some dough to bake in the oven, I kicked back with a cup of black tea. A sweet aroma filled the room. If this turns out well, maybe I'll let Okazaki try some. He was always outside Yanagi's office in this cold. Maybe Yoshinari would be happy if I brought a portion for him too. Huh? Another text. Takeru won't let me inside. Oh no! Poor dude! It's December! It must be freezing! Takeru's so cold. He's so mean. I hate him. He always uses such cute emojis. As always, lol. I wouldn't even be mad if I broke the door down. Jesus Christ! Maybe we'll keep the. Maybe you should keep the door intact. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I read his amusing text and replied, "I'll bring some refreshments by later." But I paused before sending the text, recalling our conversation from yesterday. I shouldn't be seen making contact with Yanagi's team, which meant I shouldn't go near the office for the time being. But it's not like I can make him come over while he's working. You have business at the station this afternoon? Oh god, the time. No, I get that. I felt that. Sometimes I worry about my internet. Cause for me it's more my drivers. I keep forgetting to update my drivers, and then I have a panic because I think that my internet's crashing, but it's actually because of my own dumbassness. Also, I don't think your mind is slow. I think that it's the fucking internet, because there's one constant throughout the entire world for anyone that's on the internet is that the internet's always too slow. Not right now. Why? I figured I could casually give him some if I ran into him at the station. Maybe I should wait for another day. I suddenly realized something was wrong. It smells like burning. As I stood up in a panic, another message came. Something happened? Sorry, just had a little trouble, but it's okay now. Sent a brief reply so he wouldn't worry and ran to the kitchen. Thank goodness it isn't burned too badly. I felt that. Every time I'm at work, I'm always so paranoid about burning things. Actually burnt a couple trays today at work. I'm like, I feel at work, I kind of just, I don't like working there, so I kind of don't worry too much anymore, but still don't like burning things. I get so paranoid about the smell of burning because of my work. I took my special white tea scones out of the oven and checked their doneness. The timer had stopped, so I might have gone a bit over the correct cooking time. I was upset they weren't the ideal color, but they weren't noticeably burned. Oh fuck. It's 21 to 10 now. Yeah. It's so late. It's so late for you. Chat, make sure you're getting enough sleep. I'll bonk you over the head if you're not getting enough sleep. When I tasted them, it actually added a nice depth of flavor. Nicely done. I was confident in their taste, so I picked the best looking ones, and I was thinking about how to wrap them. No! Oh, fuck, yeah, fucking football. Damn, that's a big lead though, from what I know about football. Yes, who is it? This fucker. This fucker. That voice, don't tell me. Okazaki.
Konnichiwa.
I quickly opened the door and here he was, smiling as always.
Yokatta. Kimi wa nantomo nai ne.
Yes? Dude, he's so fucking paranoid, it's cute.
あんなメールが届いたからさ、心配で来ちゃった。
Text. In my rush, I'd written it ambiguously.
あの感じだと危険ってほどじゃなさそうだったけど、俺が落ち着かなくて。
But Tailgater is watching football. I made him worried unnecessarily. I felt very guilty. I'm sorry. I was cooking and I panicked because I thought I burned something.
そうなんだ。気をつけなくちゃダメだよ。
Yeah. Aren't you supposed to be working now?
ちょうど吉成くんと交代する時間だったし、気にしないで。
I believe so, yes. I guess you call it soccer over there.
それより、本当に何もなくてよかった。
Aww, he's so sweet. He was such a worrywart. I smiled wryly as he put up a relieved smile. I knew he was a tenacious one once his mind was set, but it was embarrassing to be worried about this much. Oh, so you have a little bit of free time right now?
どうかした?
Well, you came all this way, so please come on in.
いいの?
No, you're not allowed in. You're supposed to stay out there in the cold and suffer. Of course, you came here for my sake. I just finished making some snacks. I'll pour some tea, so please. This development came as a surprise, but it was a good chance. I could have him try these scones right after they were baked. One played with foot is football. See, in my head it makes sense, but you could also make the argument that a football is kind of foot shaped. So compared to like soccer. Hi Ashley, welcome back. Speaking of which, there was a pound cake I made earlier, so I can serve that too.
じゃあお言葉に甘えてお邪魔します。
I mean, you don't know that. I could have put up a summoning circle and did some weird freaky witchy shit. American one is called rugby or something like that. We did mention though technically we're talking about football and how soccer is called football was called soccer in other parts of the world. I blinked in slight surprise. With unusual politeness, Okazaki removed his shoes and entered my apartment. Here you go. I'll pour you some tea. Okazaki? As I was about to show him around, I noticed that Okazaki had stopped in the doorway with a confused expression. I think it means that like his team has 21 points and the other team has 10. How those points are divided up, I have no fucking clue. So it is an American classic. What's the matter?
君はよく家に人を呼ぶの?
No, not really. Oh, he's see, my brain immediately went to like, oh, he's jealous. But I don't think that's the case. I feel like he's just paranoid.
そっか。ちょっとは警戒しなくちゃダメだよ。
Huh? Was he still worrying about me? It's not like he was a stranger. I wondered if he thought I was that careless.
ちゃんとわかってる？俺も一応男だからね。
How do I respond to that? How do I respond to what the fuck he's saying? What do I say? Chat, he's calling us a slut. No, I'm kidding. Could you imagine? He's just calling us a slut out of nowhere. Flip him off. Maybe I'm a little tempted to do that. I finally understood his warning. Now that I thought about it, this was the first time I've had a guy besides Kazuki's friends in. But Okazaki, he's like, no, but come on. But we weren't exactly friends either. We're more like acquaintances. Girl, come on. Acquaintances don't say, oh, I'll protect you with everything I have. Shit like that. If you look at it that way, I understood I was being too careless. Don't think I just invite people inside that so easily, okay? This is really the first time. First, I just wanted you to try the snacks to see if they turn out okay, and you happened to stop at a really good time. I started babbling in my panic. Now I just look guilty. But I don't want him to misunderstand.
そんなに焦らなくてもいいのに。
ふ Okazaki was laughing at me. Who wouldn't at this point? Girl, you're being a weirdo. You're being a weirdo. It wasn't on purpose.
わかったよ。だから落ち着いて。
He soothed me, patting me on the back. I sighed. I'd gotten too worked up.
やっぱり君は可愛いね。
On one hand, he's so cute. On the other hand, the way he's treating me with treating her, if it was me, that'd drive me insane. That would drive me insane. Wake Forest. It's a weird name for football. Hold on, the game's a bit loud. Turn it down a little bit. Huh? Just when I had calmed down, he said something to make my heart pound again.
焦ってるのすごく可愛かった。って焦らせちゃったのは俺か。ごめんね。
Ah, I see. No. I had no idea how to respond to this direct compliment. I turned away to hide my burning cheeks and showed Okazaki around the room. Okazaki, is coffee okay?
ありがとう。
This was awkward. Okazaki was in my bedroom. I was nervous, but a part of me was happy about it too. Playing a fork can also... Oh, right, I didn't ask. While I was making coffee and plating pastries, I realized something. Can you eat sweets?
大丈夫だよ。たけるくんほどじゃないけど、俺も甘いものは好き。
That's good. I made some scones, and I have some pound cake too, if you'd like.
ねえ、そんなに気を使わなくてもいいよ。
Oh, but... No, I want you to eat this. To be honest, I'm quite proud of it.
ありがとう。あのさ、さっきの話なんだけど。
え？
今度からこんな風に男の人を簡単に家にあげちゃダメだよ。
Oh, come on! This is different! You're a guy I know and trust. Plus, you said you protect her, so... Like... It's different. It's different. Ugh. I just got excited this time. He explained it to me, but Okazaki was strangely fixated on this. Look, he just wants you all to himself, okay?
お邪魔してる俺が言うのもなんだけどさ、おかしな勘違いされたら困るでしょ。
I think he's the only one getting the wrong idea right now. Alright.
本当かな。
Yes! Leave her alone. He didn't seem to be putting too much stock in my replies. It's not like I let any random person who asked in here.
俺が初めてって聞いて安心したし、信用してくれてるのも嬉しいよ。でも、俺だけにして。
Oh, he wants her all to himself. He wants to keep her for himself.
こうして君の部屋に入れるの、俺だけにしてほしい。ダメ？
Hearing that made me self-conscious. Okazaki said he'd protect me, so maybe he was just concerned that I'd accidentally invite trouble into my home. But now the way he's talking about it made him seem like he wanted me all to himself. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Come on, girl, get your head in the game! You're the one who's easy to misunderstand. Hold on. Oh. Kinda want to tease him, Loki. I'll reload if it's wrong, but I want to see his reaction. Kazaki, you should choose your words more carefully. If you say things like that, women are gonna take it the wrong way.
勘違い？
Kazaki tilted his head, then grinned broadly.
大丈夫だよ。他の人には言ったことないから。
Bro. Oh, I see. He threw it right back at me in a way that was similarly bound to be misunderstood. It's fine. I understand. I'll do that. Only you're allowed inside then. When the words left my mouth, I got terribly embarrassed and I couldn't look him in the eye. What am I saying?
本当よかった
Okay, that was the right answer. But it was worth seasonal. The interaction's cute either way, not gonna lie. I heard Okazaki's excitement, but I felt so awkward the words just passed through my ears. I didn't invite many people over to begin with, and I had no male friends to speak of. Kazuki's friends, they definitely don't count. I don't know about that girl. Come on, in his eyes, I feel they're all the same. The only male friend I really get along with is Saiki, and I never really had him over. Okazaki and I are more like partners working on the same case, so I guess this isn't that weird. As I made excuses to myself, I glanced at Okazaki, who spoke again.
あ、柳さんやタケルくんもダメだよ。ミネオくんはもっとダメだし、白石さんは論外。
Bro. He's standing his boundaries very early on in a relationship. He's like a jealous boyfriend. I feel that's the vibe he's giving off right now. Right. It's like he's jealous though. Kozaki had spoken bluntly and honestly since I'd met him, so he probably wasn't implying anything. So you just want me to be careful, right?
そう。男は狼だからね。
What are you, my dad? Okazaki nodded in satisfaction. All I could do was nod in response. Here you go. I focused on making tea to take my mind off the awkward mood. I set a plate of scones and pound cake in front of the cup of coffee I made for Okazaki earlier.
わあ、美味しそう。
I made a lot, so if you'd like it, please eat as much as you want. Okazaki's eyes twinkled as he looked at the pastry set aside on the table. Then he suddenly grew serious.
ちょっと待って。これ君が作ったの？
Yes, I did. I tilted my head at the odd line of questioning.
こんなに綺麗なのに手作り？ちゃんとしたお店で出てくるやつみたいだよ。
Fuck. Dude, if someone said this to me. You flatter me. These are easy to make. I can make these even without a recipe.
そうなんだ。じゃあいただきます。
He blinked a few times and slowly bit into a scone. Would it suit his taste? Would he like it? I nervously waited for his reaction.
うわ。
How is it?
何これ？美味しい。
Really? I'm glad you like it.
こんなに美味しいの食べたことない。
That's concerning. You must be exaggerating. That said, I was rather proud of the way I blended the milk tea flavor with the scones. The pound cake had nuts and dried fruits in it. I was confident enough in the flavor that I thought even Kazuki would eat it. Hold on. I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to decorate the Christmas tree. Glad he likes it.
もしかしてパティシエの修行とかしたの？
He's so impressed. He's so impressed. Huh? Okazaki asked me another serious question while munching. I didn't train anywhere. Have you never had home cooking like this before?
こんなの手作りできるんだね。
Okazaki, are you bad at cooking?
苦手っていうかしたことないよ。
It's okay, I'll do it for him. I'll do it for him. Huh? I was surprised, but I remembered how he reacted to seeing my home earlier. Connected the dots. But don't you live alone?
キッチンは一応あるけど新品みたいに綺麗。包丁を持つと指切っちゃうし、コンロを使うと服まで燃えちゃうから危険でしょ。
It's okay. I'll take care. I'll do all the I'll do all the cooking. It's you. I've got you. I got you. So his cooking skill wasn't really the issue.
そういえば柳さんもすごいんだよね。本当は元警察じゃなくて宮廷料理人だったんじゃないのかな。
Imperial Palace. Is Yanagi that good of a cook?
魔法みたいだよ。特に家庭料理。素朴なのに美味しいし。
Not exactly a surprise. Yanagi looks like he can take care of himself. But I thought Yanagi was trying really hard to avoid Okazaki. Had Okazaki tasted his cooking before? Maybe he pressured him into letting him try it.
料理だけじゃなくて家事全般ね。うまくこなせる人。
Are you bad at other things besides cooking? Like cleaning and laundry?
それも苦手っていうよりよくわからないかな。
I need to know who does his laundry now. How does he keep himself clean? How does he keep his clothes clean? I need to know. I need to know. Hi, Insanity! Nope. Huh? I'm glad I could help, I guess. I don't know.
洗濯は前にやったことあるけど、お気に入りのカーディガンが子供用みたいにちっちゃくなっちゃって。
I see. I'm glad I could help. I don't know what I helped you though. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm glad to be of assistance. Or unless you're being sarcastic. And I accidentally missed a message or something. I think I did. I'm sorry if I missed something. Or forgot. I'm sorry.
それからクリーニング使ってるし、掃除は掃除機を使わないなら普通にできるよ。
He's that bad? He's that bad that he uses a cleaning service? Oh god. Oh, okay. I'm glad I was good background noise at least.
自動掃除機ってやつなら楽かなと思って買ったことあるんだ。
Suppose anyone could use one of those.
でもある日、玄関を開けっぱなしにしてたら家出しちゃって。
The fuck? How does that happen? How does that happen?
そ
What?
れから帰ってきてくれないんだよね。
He saw how awful he was at cleaning and just gave up. He couldn't take the robot couldn't take it anymore. It's so sad. Please close your front door. It is! It is the Maribou! Oh my god! Hi, Jeremy! I thought he should pay more attention to his own life instead of sending me warnings.
機械類がダメなんだ。吉成君にはアナログ人間って言われたけど。
No! Okay, I can't help him with that. I'm horrible at technology too.
例えば、このテレビのリモコンとかさ。
Ah, that controls the air conditioner. No! He's not lying.
間違えちゃった。
Hold on.
こっちかな。
Nah, I'm okay right now. I'm just no tech issues right now, just family stuff. Oops, this one? That's for the room lights. Like, there's only 2 buttons. I rarely corrected him. Okazaki just tilted his head in confusion. Okay, maybe I'm not that bad. Maybe I'm not that bad, but damn. A normal person wouldn't make these mistakes. The buttons didn't even look the same. Rather than being bad with machines, it's more like he's confused by normal life. He's so consumed by his work that he can't function. Fuck, it's okay. I can take care of him. I can fix him. I can fix him. I've seen him working as an SP a lot lately, so I've forgotten that I used to think he was an airhead. But it was clear enough that he just didn't pay attention to other things outside of his work. It was very like him in a way. He was the type who kept his mind on the job. Can't imagine what your daily life must be like. Come to think of it, I've seen him sleeping in an alley by the detective office before. Don't tell me.
さすがに家はちゃんとあるからね。
Cut me off before I said it. Could say it.
まあ、ちゃんと寝たい時に帰るくらいだから、あんまり自宅って感じもしないけど。
His lazy smile turned bitter. I remembered I'd only known him for a few days. We'd been together a lot and had disagreements. But I had no idea what kind of life he led. I didn't know what his likes or dislikes. I've just come to a realization that I don't know Okazaki very well. He's a little bit of a dumpster boy. Look, I can fix him. I can fix him, I promise. I can fix him. This was a good chance. I was driven by an urge to find out more. So, what are you good at?
柔道とか剣道、あと射撃かな。
If he's good at kendo, he can teach me because I suck at it. They were all SP officer type skills. He fit the job profile to a T.
あとは英語とか。
Oh? Have you lived abroad before?
ただ SP にとっては絶対条件だからね。
It's another part of his job, damn. Ah, I see. Foreign dignitaries receive SP protection too. English was essential for communication with VIPs. It was likely useful in other situations too. Thank you! I'm glad you enjoy it.
俺のことだけじゃなくて、君のことも教えてよ。ずるいじゃない。
But that's barely anything, dude. I want to know more about you. I don't know.
君を守るためにもいろいろ知っておかなきゃ。ね、教えて。
Just to protect me. Sure. We'll go with that. We passed the time chatting with each other about each other. Our likes and dislikes, our friends, and respective jobs, what we watched on TV. They were all trivial topics, but I found the conversation quite pleasant. Wait, see. I'm surprised to hear that Yoshinari used to be a delinquent.
どっかのグループのナンバー2だったとか聞いたな。その話すると黒歴史だからやめてくださいって怒るけどね。
I can't imagine. He's such a good boy, though. There was no shortage of things to talk about. I noticed that a long time had passed. I still had plenty of time before work, but maybe I shouldn't keep him for too long. Just as I thought that, I noticed that Okazaki was watching me intently out of the corner of his eye. What is it?
ごめんね。女の子の部屋をジロジロ見ちゃダメだよね。
I don't really mind. There was something he couldn't stop looking at. I turned, thinking that I left something strange out, and followed his gaze to a pillow on my bed. Are you, by any chance, curious about this pillow?
なんでわかったの?
Cause he's a sleepy boy. He's a very sleepy boy. I just figured.
ちょっと見てもいい? 触っても大丈夫?
Oh, go ahead. Okazaki quietly approached my bed and patted my pillow a few times.
これすごくいい枕だね。首に負担がかからないし、素材もいい。
Ah, fellow sleep enthusiast. I hear you, I see you, I see you. I see you, I perceive you. You know your pillows. I decided to splurge on it a little. It said on TV that a good pillow can make a difference in your sleep quality.
そう、君の言う通りだよ。枕は現代社会を生きる人間にとってものすごく重要なものなんだ。
A fellow sleep enthusiast, I see you. Look, look at this. Look, Kita, look. It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. Look. I'm not a simp. What gives you the impression that I'm a simp? There's no way I could be a simp. There's no way. I'm not a simp. I'm not a simp for anybody. That's crazy. That's crazy. Me, a simp? Whoa, it's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy accusations are being thrown. Oh, no? The fuck? I don't think. Fuck. Jeremy, shush! They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and the rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Okay, the husbands go back into hiding. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, insanity. Rubber room with rats, and the rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy. Huh. I promise I didn't ban you, Tailgater. I would never ban you. I saw that DM, Insanity. I saw that DM. How dare you? How dare you? Thank you, Kita. I hope you have a nice stream too. Thank you. Why is he so serious about this? Because pillows are very important. They're a very important part of modern life, and it's very important that you take him seriously on this, because he's a sleep enthusiast, and it's very true. It's very true. What do you say? Shut up, Kita.
柔らかすぎても硬すぎても良くない。 これはちょうどいい柔らかさで
To be fair though, those are really cute pillows. Those are really cute pillows. They're like little macaroons.
知ってる枕の選び方
No.
横になった時普段立ってる時の姿勢と同じになるように選ぶことが大事なんだよ
For some reason, Okazaki was very enthusiastic and knowledgeable about the subject of pillows. He seemed very interested in my pillow. Well, he was sleeping when I met him back then. I thought he had been napping because his SP job was so stressful. Do you like sleeping?
できれば平均24時間くらい寝てたい
Hey yo, what a mood, what a mood. If I could, I'd sleep 24 hours a day too. High key, high key. He must have been very serious, judging by the way his face tensed up when you said it. Though to call myself out though, I never get that sleep. I never get that sleep. I purposely I've destroyed my sleep schedule lately. Came in the stream like half asleep. I'm barely alive at the work. Though today I promise I'll go to bed at a normal time. I promise myself that.
安眠グッズもたくさん持ってるんだアロマフューザーに癒し系 CD に羊の形のぬいぐるみでしょ
I need a guy. I need this. I need these.
あとこれもその一つ
He produced an eye mask I'd seen before from his pocket.
アイマスクも蒸気が出るやつだったりハーブの香り付きとかいろいろ種類があるんだよそういうのは女性に人気みたい
He was a veritable sleep aid connoisseur. God, I want to be like him so bad. This is so real.
この枕買った場所を教えてくれるまだ売ってるといいんだけどな
Okazaki stroked the pillow like it was a precious pet. You could try it if you want.
えいいの
His eyes were twinkling. Sure, I haven't even used it yet.
あでもさすがにベッドは悪いから床で試させてもらおうかな
Before he'd finished his sentence, Okazaki was already lying on the floor, pillow under head. What? Not on the floor, I don't mind, just use my bed. And he's out. Bro, that's so real, that's so real. I could never get myself to sleep this quickly. It takes me ages to fall asleep if I do. Wow. It'd been only 3 seconds since he closed his eyes. I could hear the steady breathing of his sleep. And that was fast. I had a feeling the pillow was immaterial. Okazaki could just instantly fall asleep using any pillow. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Smirking, I sat on the bed and observed Okazaki's sleeping face. Looking at him like this, he looks far more innocent than you expect. It was rude of me to think about this about an older man, but I thought it was a little cute. He did say that sleeping was his hobby, but his SP job had to be exhausting. He had to train regularly. He had to train regularly, so he probably didn't have any free time. Despite that, he went out of his way to come see me. When I was with him, time just seemed to pass more slowly. It was peaceful, and for a while I had been able to forget about Shinjuku and the crimes happening. Even the collar on my neck just faded from thought. My heart softened. Simp! She's so down bad! I started to feel sleepy just by watching Okazaki. Maybe I'll just take a tiny nap on the sofa. I started to doze off. This can only end one way.
こんにちはお邪魔してます
Hmm?
あんた誰
Oh fuck. Never mind. Is that Kazuki's voice?
弟さんそっくりだねいやだからあんた誰
Oh fuck.
あれ 起きたんだね。
おい、こいつ誰？
I couldn't grasp what was happening. My head was still in a daze. Did I fall asleep?
気持ちよさそうに寝てたから起こしたら悪いと思って。
He watched me sleep? Did I make any weird faces?
すごく可愛い
Kazuki's
顔で
just
眠ってた
standing there confused, like what the fuck is
ちょっとだ
happening?
け寝言も言ってた。
Oh god. I talk in my sleep? What did I say?
内緒。
Shit, I hate that. No secrets this time, tell me.
枕ありがとう。俺も買ってみることにしたよ。
Okazaki! As I frantically confronted Okazaki, Kazuki visibly sighed.
男連れ込むなら事前に一言くらい言っとけよ。
Huh? No, that's not what happened here. Anyway, Kazuki, where'd you go? Aren't you on break from school? No matter how many times I told Kazuki to come right home, he didn't listen to me. Today, he had gone off somewhere early in the morning.
タコだっていいだろ。
Of course it does. You understand, don't you? We don't know what could happen.
うるせえな。だから帰ってきたんだろう。
Huh?
また X デーの動画が出たとかで周りが騒がしいから帰ってきたんだよ。
Oh, fuck. I quickly looked at my phone. Mochida had called quite a few times.
のんきな警察官だな。
Kazuki,
分かってる。
Kazuki gave me a cold glance and left the living room.
俺寝るから。イチャつくなら外でやるよ。
I kind of feel bad for him. Poor Kazuki. That's not how it is. I wanted to yell in protest, but Kazuki had already gone into his room. Anyway, the new incident took priority. Did another X-Day crime happen? I separated from Okazaki and got to the station. It was abuzz with activity. Sorry for being late.
いや、こっちこそ休みだったのに悪いな。
After giving me an apology, he got straight to the matter at hand and showed me the most recent X-Day announcement video.
警察は9月の犯人と目星をつけた男性を獄中自殺させてます。本当にそいつが犯人だったのかな。真相は闇の中。
Hey, let's go!
警察が犯人に仕立て上げて殺したんだったりして。ああ、それと10月は何にも事件が起こらず終わったとか思ってるみたいだけど、ほんと警察って能天気っていうか無能ですね。大丈夫。アドニスは善良な区民を殺人鬼である警察官から守ってあげます。
That's not suspicious at all! Is this the whole thing? It didn't announce a crime like the other videos.
今のところ実害も出ていない。まったく何を考えてるんだか。
It's as if they merely wanted to spread the message of police incompetence. I hesitated to say it aloud, burying the words inside.
これだけじゃうちも動きようがない。警戒は続けるが、当面は待機になりそうだな。
The local office was receiving a flood of calls from the concerned public.
お前は出勤時間まで休んでていいぞ。この調子じゃ今日はなりっぱなしだろう。交代したら休む暇もないだろうからな。今のうちに体力を温存しとけよ。
Understood, sir. As I walked to the break room, I thought about my plan to investigate going forward. I should look into events where people related to the police were victims. I couldn't research every possible incident, but some would be easier to research because of my position on the force. Adonis seemed to regard the police with hostility, and the police were the subject of many scandals. I also couldn't personally turn a blind eye to the wrongs that the police have committed. Like Okazaki, I felt society needed the police, all the more reasons to shed light on their doings. Sugawara never would have done what she did if the police had just taken her claims seriously from the beginning. The X-Day crimes where the victims linked to the police were April, May, and November. I wonder if November would be the easiest to investigate because it's the most recent. My phone vibrated. I checked it and saw a text from Shiraishi. Be free now. Can you meet me on the roof?
柳くんたちが寂しがってたよ。彼らに頼らないつもりなんだ。
Shiraishi grinned as he confronted me with this inquiry. The day after I talked to Okazaki in the park, I told Yanagi I intend to investigate on my own. I did it because I thought making frequent contact with Yanagi's team would just cause trouble for Okazaki. I only said that I wouldn't be working alongside them. I have my reasons. Yeah, the reasons is that you're down bad! Shiraishi had an odd suggestive look on his face.
で、君はどこからどうやって捜査することにしたのかな
Welcome back, Ashi! I think I'll start with the November incident. Officers died in that one, and I think it'll be easier to investigate it within the station.
なるほどね。それは正解かもしれない。じゃあ、今回はサービスして俺なりの見解を聞かせてあげようかな。
I mean, he's a weirdo, but I won't say no to a free consult. 69, nice. Please do. In November, a truck and a police motorcycle had collided head-on, killing both involved. It was thought to be an accident at first, but a strange traffic signal activity was spotted in the video recordings. All of the lights have turned green at the same time, causing traffic to enter the intersection from all directions. The collision had occurred at full speed.
トラックの運転手は過去に前科があった。警察官の方には目立った問題はなかったけど、おそらくもっと深く調べれば、恨みを買うような何かをやらかしていた可能性がある。警察もその線で調査したみたいだけど、今のところは何も出てないみたいだね。今のところは。
That's still suspicious, though. Shiraishi and I had the same opinion. The X-Day incidents had undoubtedly stemmed from sloppy police investigative methods and structure. The goal of the X-Day crimes was revenge. However, likely it wouldn't stop there. Adonis was trying to change Japan itself so that citizens would carry out their own idea of justice. No one knew what would happen on X-Day in January, but the brazen nature of the crime so far suggested that it would be on a massive scale. I shudder to imagine how many victims there would be. That's too short! That's less than 2 weeks! There were 13 days remaining. Shinjuku's future rested on us settling this. Woo! Chapter 4! Let's go! Guess this is Okazaki's perspective.
改まって話ってのは何なんだ。くだらねえことなら速攻追い返すぞ。
まあ、いつも勝手に入ってくる岡崎がわざわざ断り入れて全員と話したいっていうくらいだからな。
俺まで呼び出してね。表情から察するによほどのことみたいだけど。
今日は君たちにお願いがあってきたんだ。
Ooh, he's asking a favor. Oh my god.
分かってると思うけど、俺の任務は君たちの動向を監視して報告すること。
I'm kind of curious what he's gonna ask them. He's only just realizing this? Why is he acting so surprised? The police wouldn't send an SP officer to protect fucking ex-cops for no reason.
そうだな。そんなところだろうと思っていた。
I don't know about that, Yanagi. I don't know about that.
訳ありで辞めた元警察の集まり。しかも俺たちは、各々がそれなりに捜査の中枢を知る立場にいたからな。 俺たちの中に犯人に連なる人間がいる。またはこれから犯人が接触する可能性があると警戒されるのは妥当だ。
前置きはいいよ。今までそれをはぐらかしてた君がわざわざ自分から言い出した意図は？
俺は本来なら君たちに関与する人間も全員事細かに報告しなきゃいけない。
星野のことか。首輪について彼女から聞いたんだろ。それでお前はそのことを上に報告するのか？彼女が危険にさらされると分かっていて。
彼女の事情は誰にも言わないよ。そうじゃなきゃわざわざここに来ない。
I mean, that is true, that is true. If he had spilled it before, we would be dead. We would indeed be dead.
そりゃそうだろうな。
俺は彼女のことを守るって決めた。何があっても守らなきゃいけないんだ。
Dude, he's so down bad. He's so down bad for her. I'm here for it though. I'm so here for it.
へえ、守るね。
だから君たちに力を貸してほしい。
ちょい待て。いつの間にそんな話になったんだよ。なんでお前があいつを守ることになるんだ？
Look, Enomoto, just don't question it. Just don't question it. You'll just get upset.
お前は黙ってろ。ややこしくなる。彼女と俺たちはすでに協力体制だ。敵対するつもりもないが。
So
つ
you
ま
want...
り彼女の首輪を外したいってことでしょ？
そう、さすが白石さんは話が早いね。
ミネオのバカ以外は全員わかってる。
Shut the fuck up,
Sorry.
Takeru.
ごめん。
いや、そこは肯定すんじゃねえよ。むしろ俺に対して謝れよ。
俺たちも彼女の首輪については何とかしてやりたいと思っている。
Well, that's obvious. Come on.
だが下手に手出しすれば危険だ。今は相手の要求通りに X デイ事件を追うしか方法がない。
それは柳さんの本心。
Look. I feel like Yanagi has some sort of connection with the protagonist beyond what is, beyond the X-Day incidents, probably from before. But like, I don't know.
違うよね。他にも方法があることは分かってるはずだ。
Oh?
それをしないのは彼女に降りかかる危険を少しでも減らしたいのもあるだろうけど、彼女が 100% 白かどうか柳さんの中で測りかねてるから。
Hey, let's go. He should bring the. I hope he brings the ball to the right direction. I think that's very important. I think he should do that.
勝手に俺の考えを決めつけるな。
But it's kind of obvious.
まあまあ、まずは岡崎くんの話を聞くとしようよ。
とにかく君たちも捜査に進展がないことに焦りは感じてるよね。アドニスが言う X デーは1月。もう目前だ。リスクを冒してでも行動に出なきゃいけないと思う。
んなこと分かってるっつの。結局何が言いたいんだ？
Hey, let's go.
今月事件を起こした奴らは証拠が見つかって逮捕されてるか容疑者としてマークされてる。
そして事情聴取の時には必ず記憶喪失のような症状が出ている。菅原理香がいい例だね。
つまりどういうことだよ？
柳さん、
実行犯をここに追い詰めてもアドニスの尻尾はつかめない。使い捨ての駒に振り回されるだけになる。そう言いたいんだ。
今アドニスに近づける手がかりは彼女だけだ。
バカ猫をもっと利用しろってことか。
はあ？大鳥にでも使う気かよ。
簡単に言えばそうだね。このまま事件の捜査を続けてもアドニスの片鱗さえつかめないままあっという間に1月になっちゃう。
They're not wrong, but like, I feel like we should be part of this conversation, you know?
犯人側の裏をかかなきゃ 翻弄されるだけだ。事件捜査以外の行動を起こすべきだと思う。
岡崎、お前は彼女を守りたいんじゃないの？
彼嘘はついてないよ。どっちも本音だね。
Yeah.
俺は彼女を守りたい。だからこそ一刻も早く首輪を外してあげたい。そのためには多少リスクがあっても今動かなきゃ彼女はもっと危険になる。
He really thought this through.
いっそ首輪を逆手にとって相手の動きを探るくらいのことをしないと状況は進展しない。
このまま黙って過ごしてれば X デイは必ず来る。なら危険を冒してでもってことか。
そのことはバカ猫に言ってないんだな。
I want.
犯人側に筒抜けじゃ意味がないからね。
That's fair. That's true.
それでいいのか？
約束したんだ。彼女は何があっても逃げないし諦めない。だったら俺は何があっても彼女。
Damn, that's a huge jump. 8 whole points. Let's go. I'm here for it.
それで具体策は？失敗したらシャレになんねえぞ。
そこを君たちに考えてもらおうと思う。
He's like, look. I'm gonna protect her, so you guys think of a plan. You guys got this.
ノープランで乗り込んでくるなんてなかなか大胆だね。
だって俺はそういうの得意分野じゃないし。だから君たちにお願いがあるって言ったじゃない。
簡単に言ってくれるな。
I hate his face. I hate his face. I hate it.
君たちが彼女に協力を持ちかけたのはあの首輪を利用できるって思ってたから。同時に彼女の存在を疑ってもいた。
No, it's not that kind of game. It's not that kind of game. No.
まあ、そうだな。
They're just discussing a plan to stop the terrorists. If the caller is connected to like a voice device, so if she's there, they'll be listening in. So they're discussing it without her.
でも結局何も行動に移さなかったのは疑惑よりも彼女の安全を優先したからでしょ。
I don't think you believe me. Ashley, this isn't that kind of game.
本当に
I plotted.
適当なことを言って彼女を泳がせて油断するのを待てばいい。君たちはみんなまっすぐな人だから大胆な行動を起こせば彼女が危険にさらされる。それを避けたかったんじゃないかな。
さすがに能天気すぎる見解だけど、実際彼女の扱いに困っていたのは事実だよね。
まさかお前から利用するって提案。
You don't believe me.
彼女は警察官としてちゃんと覚悟を決めてるよ。俺はその気持ちを信じたい。だから君たちにも覚悟を決めてほしいんだ。
俺たちが犯人側と通じてるって可能性は考えないわけ？
あるかもしれないけど今は疑う根拠がないから信じるよ。
いいのかよ、そんな曖昧な理由で。
もし犯人側と通じてたとしても俺が排除すればいいだけだから。
I mean, I think he could. It'd be hard, but I think he could.
言い切ったね。俺の言葉で呼び出したのもそれだけ割り切ってるからか。
Ashley, no.
警察内部で動けるのは白石さんくらいしかいないからね。一緒に聞いてもらいたかったんだ。
Okazaki's wild.
俺は常に彼女のそばにいたいからあまり自由に動き回れないし。
まあ彼女の首輪を利用してアドニスに近づける、または X デイ事件の解明が少しでも進展するなら
俺たちが断る理由は特にないな。
あいつに黙ってっつうのはちょっと後ろめたい気がすっけど、そんなん言ってる場合じゃねえってことか。
君たちにもそれぞれ目的があって各事件を捜査してるんだと思う。でも今は俺に協力してほしい。 X デーを食い止めるためにも
Oh, he's so worried about her.
彼女を守るためにもね、俺のお願い聞いてくれないかな。
あとはうちのリーダーが納得したらだな。
I'm being bullied by my own chat.
柳
I'm calling the bullying card.
あ、俺だ。メールかな。
Aww.
ごめん、俺もう行かなきゃ。彼女が仕事終わったみたい。
あいつもここに来んのか？
違うよ。最近は俺が送り迎えしてるんだ。
ってお前らやっぱそういう関係だったのか？
Of course, Enomoto would have that kind of reaction.
何か問題ある？
I almost. Oop, dogs are going insane. I almost feel bad for him. Almost.
じゃあ、俺の連絡先置いておくね。柳さん、後でメールして。
わかった。
やっぱり、柳さんは即断しないか。
He and I had opposite viewpoints. He refused to make sacrifices. He typically wouldn't act if there was any risk. Which meant
自分のためには絶対に動かない。
Shush! Shush, Ashley. It's not like that. It's not like that. Look. They're just working together. I promise. I'd sensed that intent from him most of all, but he suppressed his personal feelings. As long as he didn't absolutely trust her, he wouldn't even consider taking any risks. And he was also afraid that his own actions would place her in danger.
気持ちはわからなくない。でも
He wouldn't be able to protect her that way. No matter what danger she's in, I just need to protect her from all of it. In fact, the greater the danger, the more it means to protect her.
あ、そうだ。メールしなきゃ。
Wait, I'll be there soon. Don't go outside. Fine, I'll be in the lobby. You're such a worrywart now. That's me. Can't even nap anymore when I think what could happen to you. Oh, you, lol. When the exasperated reply came back, I chuckled reflexively. Imagine being able to speak English. Couldn't be me. See, I question why I like this. I question why I'm like this. And then I realize, oh wait, it's because I'm an idiot.
大げさじゃないのにな。
It wasn't an exaggeration at all to say protecting her was now my reason for living. That's concerning. Someone might laugh at me for trying to be her knight in shining armor. It's not like that. I continued to text her as I approached the Shinjuku police station. I personally enjoyed it, but I did it mainly because it let me check up on her from a distance. By the way, any progress on the November case? There was a pause before she replied. I waited, wondering what face she was making as she typed her response. Nothing to go on yet. I'm tracking down related people. It's fairly recent. Nobody's expecting instant results. Ooh, lemonade. I wish I could enjoy lemonade more. It kind of gives me a sore throat, so I don't drink it too often. Stalker behavior. He's just worried. He's just worried about her. There must be something. I'll find it. I smiled bitterly at the reply. The sight of her depression over her weakness and lack of progress had been burned into my brain. It was so very like her to try and hide that by feigning stubbornness.
元気づけてあげたいな。
Aww. That was also a part of protecting her. What is there that I could do to make her cheer up and smile? As I pondered the question, I strolled through a crosswalk. Look. It's a sign. It's a sign. Desperate times called for desperate obsession. Almost there. Sorry you have to do this. I know you're busy. Thanks as always. The message rattled me somewhat. I could hear my conscience stabbing me from the inside.
君のためじゃないよ。
I'm not doing this for anyone else. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing this because I want to. I'm fulfilling my own wish.
君を守るよ。
Even if it costs... Dude, no! I wish he would not do that. Wish he would just, like, not die. Or not sacrifice his life. Ooh. Dude, if I get the bad ending and he dies, I'll cry. I'll cry. X-Day Incident Report. Report of X-Day incidents. November 5th. In this incident, a truck and a police motorcycle collided head-on, resulting in 2 deaths. It was initially believed to be an accident, but the surveillance camera footage revealed that traffic signals had been manipulated in order to cause the fatal crash. The Roman numeral 2 was also discovered, although this had not been made public knowledge. After an Adonis coin was found clutched in the hand of a victim, the incident began to be investigated as an X-Day crime. Afterwards, Adonis broadcasted a statement on the internet.
世の中には生きてはいけない人間がいます。保身、検事力、承認欲求、優越感。それらを満たすためだけに他人の尊厳を踏みにじる。
I'm kind of curious about that too, cause like, if he was on maybe the motorcycle went through the window.
醜い欲にまみれた自我を持つ人間たちに我々アドミスが正義の裁きを下しました。X デイへのカウントダウン2。
The plan can finally enter its final stage. Until November, the countdown was just amusement, the foundation for people to learn true fear. The enforcers, who embraced sorrow, hatred, and rage, would demonstrate justice by their own hands. And if the subject of the color experiment acts according to plan, she will surely see what lies beyond. A pure, white, beautiful world. Okay, freak! Come on! Don't be weird. December 21st, 7 a.m. Yawn, so sleepy. Same, girl, same. All the time. Always sleepy. I mean, trucks in Japan are pretty small. Could be a K-truck, and those are pretty small. But the size of a normal car. I yawned deeply in front of the mirror after I finished getting dressed in the morning. After I got home, I got online to look for any useful information on the November X-Day incident. Of course, I came up dry. All I managed to learn was public opinion. Police suck. They can control traffic lights? Terrifying. LOL. Maybe they both died because they're both criminals? Thoughtless, reactionary comments like that. It felt like the public was becoming desensitized to the endless murders. I feel like that happened with COVID. After a while, I feel like people just got desensitized to the news of other people being sick. Because it just happened so frequently. Oh, maybe he's already here. Morning, ready to go? I smiled when I saw Kozaki's message. Data implant. I mean, I don't think that. I think they just don't have a lot of information to give us, I guess. I don't know. That was how he listed my gloomy spirits. Good morning. I'll be right out. I ended up using an emoji too. Okazaki used so many emojis in his text that it made me want to include them too. Lately, he'd been coming to walk me to work every morning. At first, I apologetically asked him to stop, but he pressured me into it, as he always did. Secretly, I really appreciate it, though. Since I was wearing a collar, I didn't know if Adonis had a mole tailing me. I could probably handle myself against a civilian, but I wasn't sure I could be able to cope with a trained Adonis operative. In that regard, Okazaki's constant presence was a relief. Oh wait, can I come inside for a minute? I looked curiously at the message I received. Simultaneously, the intercom rang. Look, it's cute! I feel you might like the other routes better. I don't know much about the other routes, I'm not gonna lie. Back. Hey, that's a big numbers go vroom. He was wearing his gentle smile as expected. What is it? What is it, Okazaki? I'm about to get ready to go. He always met me in front of the building, so I was worried that something had happened. Were you waiting for long?
違うよ。今日は君に渡すものがあって。
Ooh? Ooh? Something to give?
ちょっと目をつむってて。
Okay. I did as I was told. I waited nervously.
いいよ。目開けて。
Ooh?
じゃーん。
Oh, that's so cute! Wait, that's adorable. No. When I opened my eyes, I was greeted by a bouquet of flowers. It was a small, lovely bouquet with well-matched pink and white flowers.
朝早くからやってる店があったから、来る前に買ってきたんだ。
Oh, that's so cute.
君が少しでも元気になればいいなって。
Are these for me?
他に誰がいるの？君のために選んだんだよ。
No, that's so cute. Fuck.
もしかして花嫌いだった？
Dude, either confess or don't. Come on. They're so cute. No, not at all. Just completely surprised is all. I hadn't imagined that I would suddenly get a bunch of flowers out of the blue. This is so cute. They're so cute. Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. They're so cute. Can I keep them?
言ったじゃない。君のために選んだって。
Girl, come on.
この前お菓子ごちそうになっちゃったし、枕借りちゃったし、そのお礼と。
Dude, come on. You're giving a girl flowers. You're practically confessing at this point.
昨日ちょっと元気。
I don't even know if you realize how you're feeling right now, but look at them. It's cute. It's cute. Look, it's cute. I promise, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute. Kozaki. Feeling of warmth spread through my chest. I've been stressed by my lack of progress since I've started investigating the November incidents. I've been racking my brain to figure out what else I could do. He was thinking about me. Can't hide anything from you, Okazaki. Oh, look at them! They're so cute!
それは君が素直だからだよ。
Oh, he's so sweet. Fuck. Does it show that easily on my face?
でもそんな君を見てるの好きだから、俺には隠そうとしないで。この花でちょっとでも喜んでくれたならね、笑って。
Technically, but I don't think they should accept if it was a teacher. I feel like that's a bit much. Thank you. I'm incredibly happy, really. I felt my face break out in a warm smile. It had taken a while because I've been overcome with happiness like this. So I gave him the brightest smile I could manage and to show him how grateful I am for his kindness.
よかった。
Oh. I guess it really depends on the context. If it was a farewell party, I guess it's not really a confession, but come on, who? Look at them! Look at them! They just don't realize it's a confession. When he saw me, Okazaki smiled himself like he was a blooming flower.
やっぱり君には笑顔が似合うよ。
He's too cute. He's too cute. His gentle words and soft voice made me blush. He was the one who had helped me smile.
花なんて選んだことないから不安だったんだ。店員さんにどんな人に送るんですかって聞かれて、ちょっと悩んじゃった。
They should make an anime of this. I would kill for an anime of this. How did you respond? It was embarrassing, but I really wanted to know how you replied.
恥ずかしいから内緒。
Look. He has feelings. He just doesn't know it yet. Another secret? That's so unfair. I can't hide anything from you. I exaggeratedly pouted, and Okazaki's eyebrows knitted in worry.
そう言われちゃうと内緒にできないな。
Me simping over a fictional character? No way. No way. I've never once done that before. I've never once simped over a fictional picture. I've never simped once in my life. Nah, no. I've never simped ever. Me simping? That's crazy. That's crazy. There's no way. I've never simped for anyone in my life. This crazy talk. Yep, the fewer secrets, the better.
ね、俺の特別な人に送りたいって言ったんだ。
Fuck.
優しくて一生懸命で強くて、それから可愛い子です。
What PNGs? I have no idea what you're talking about. No characters. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Look, he's gushing. He's gushing. He's gushing. That's so cute. That's totally unfair.
恥ずかしいの我慢して言ったのに。
You don't look embarrassed at all.
確かに君の方が恥ずかしがってるね。
Of course it is. In the end, I realized I'd become more embarrassed by his revelation than he was by declaring it. He thought I was I was special because of his wish to protect someone. I understood that, but the words came to mind again for some reason. Feel a lot better now. Thanks, Okazaki.
俺も君のおかげで元気出た。お互い様だね。
Because I laughed? He nodded, grinning. I couldn't hide my blushing, so I hid my face in the bouquet. December 21st, 11:28 p.m. a.m. I can't read. Imagine being able to read. Found you. I murmured in front of my PC monitor. Eee. Oh, no, wait. It went up the other way. No. They should tell the ball to go in the other direction. Yeah, they should go in the other direction. I murmured in front of my PC monitor. While doing my SRCPO job, I'd also been looking through a list of retired police employees. The list went back 5 years. The victim in November incident had 3 subordinates who all quit at the same time. All of them cited personal reasons for quitting. What if one of them quit out of emanate towards the victim? There could be a connection to the case. The motorcycle officer was killed in November. The motorcycle officer who was killed in November was Masayoshi Todoroki, age 34. He was assigned to the traffic operations squad. He was commissioner, second in command of his unit. First, I need to know what kind of person he was. The X-Day crimes had begun as an attempt to expose and punish the police for their scandals. It was very likely that the victim had done something in the past, as Shiraishi had suggested. I knew that this was out of my jurisdiction. I also knew that this might draw the ire of the police. But now I had to do whatever I could to help. I wonder if I could get anyone to talk. Maybe... Ooh. Field Ops 2. Field Ops 2 was in charge of most X-Day crimes preliminary analysis. It might be best to begin by asking about those who were at the scene. Ah, right. Enomoto was supposed to have been in Mobile Traffic Unit 2 in the past. I think he had quit before November, but he might have been acquainted with the victim. I took out my phone and typed a text. Do you know Todoroki, the victim in the November murder? Nope. It happened after I quit. Wasn't he from HQ anyway? I want to interview the members of Traffic Ops. Do you know anyone who talk? I think Satake might talk to you. I went to visit traffic and greeted a man who was about to enter the office. Excuse me, is Mr. Satake in?
Huh?
Field Ops. We found someone! I'm being called out! Fuck! The clips is look. I could be a simp. Look. I think my ability to simp is just my greatest asset and makes me a more entertaining streamer. Insert more excuses. I hadn't expected to run into him right away. He looked to be more of a veteran officer than I thought. I felt myself stiffen anxiously. I'm Mary Hoshino from the Special Regions Crime Prevention Office, local office. His genteel speech contrasted with his gruff looks. I mentally sighed in relief. Now what could he tell me? Well, I'm an acquaintance of Mineo Enomoto. Fucking sniped him. Holy shit. Elemental catching strays. No, that's not it. I grew more nervous when Satake's eyes narrowed. You see, I'd like to know a few things about the November X-Day case.
11月の X デー事件
Yes, I was hoping to talk to someone who was a part of the initial investigation. That came out more directly than I intended. As expected, Satake cocked his head in dubiously.
なんで特防が
Well, it's relatively recent and there are still uncertainties about in the area. I thought it'd be helpful to get some background before I go on a patrol. It's a pretty strained excuse. I cursed myself for not preparing myself more before coming here, but it was too late.
初動捜査の段階じゃありゃ交通事故でしかなかった信号操作は後から分かったことだな
Thankfully, Satake went with it for now without prying any further.
ガイシャが例のコイン握ってたことと信号の動きが変だっつう目撃情報があったぐらいだ起訴は初動捜査以降は捜査にかからないし今ある情報以上のものは話せんだな
That makes sense. Did you know the officer who was killed in the crash?
なんでだ
Satake's gaze grew even sharper than before. I continued hiding my nervousness. Well, he was the victim, so I was just wondering what it was like. Stumbling over my words, it took all the spirit I could muster to get that out.
面識はあったがどういうやつか深くは知らねえよたとえ知ってたとしても死んだやつのことを悪く言いたくはねえな
Of course, pardon my rudeness. Is there anything else I can ask? On the subject of traffic lights, are you sure they were tampered with? I know that police can manually control the lights, so could it suggest the possibility of a mole? It was a desperate question, but I needed any new leads I could possibly scrape up. I can't escape.
今回は警視庁の高度交通管制システムが乗っ取られたみてえだな内部の犯行ならハッキングなんてそんな手間のかかることしねえだろ
That's true. To be fair, though, I have a reputation. I do have a reputation, I'll admit that. I wasn't sure if Satake was making small talk or he'd figured out what I was up to and was trying to feed me intel.
にしても外車のことまで聞きたがるなんて
Thank you very much, sir. If I dug any deeper, I'd be caught for sure. I bowed and left quickly without waiting for Satake to respond. I hadn't learned much about the victim, but it's something that struck out to me in the conversation.
たとえ知ってたとしても死んだやつのことを
That
悪く言いたくはねえな
I thought that I was thinking about that part too. Like, he definitely did not have any good opinions about the victim. That's so valid though. There's when you see a good ass, you gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate a good ass. Does that mean there are negative sentiments surrounding him? During my lunch break, I walked around to gather more information. Right now, it wasn't possible to learn much about Todoroki, the other victim. The truck driver's name was Ryota Kakizaki, age 25. Sure you did, Ashley. Sure you did. The investigation I found no connection between Todoroki and Kakizaki. Investigations HQ had thought Kakizaki was targeted for his past criminal record. Kakizaki caused an incident that injured people, so he'd had a reason to be targeted by Adonis. Todoroki was believed to be an innocent casualty. Based on this, the investigation had focused on Kakizaki's past and the victim of that incident. If the goal of the X-Day crimes is revenge, who of those two unrelated people was targeted? This was important. I should look into Todoroki. The investigation had focused on Kakizaki, so any information I could find on him would already be on file. Sure, definitely. Yeah, definitely. If there's any reason that someone would want revenge on Todoroki, it was likely that it hadn't been uncovered yet. Or more likely, it can't be found. It could be something that exposed the failing of the police. I'm interested in the 3 officers who quit. They all work for Todoroki. I should meet them. As I decided this, I received a text message. How's the investigation going? Don't work too hard. Thanks for this morning. I've made some progress. I think I'll see the people who used to work for the victim. By yourself? I hesitated when I saw the immediate reply. Ooh. No, let's go with Okazaki. I'm gonna quick save just to make sure. You're cool with it. Would you mind coming with me? Hey, let's go! Of course. I'd be sad if you asked someone else. Actually, I thought it would be too good to rely on you so much. Why? I'm happy when you do. I'll just sulk if you hold back. I felt my heart pounding at his words. He's so down bad. He's so down bad. Then I won't hold back. Thank you. I'm tough. I couldn't stifle a giggle at his cute emoji skills. I closed my phone. We sent a few more texts and decided that we'd meet after I finished work. Dude, I keep telling myself I'll play I want to play Hollow Knight. I feel like words. I want to play Hollow Knight. It's not the time lately. I can't help but laugh whenever Okazaki uses those emojis. Shit, caught! Oh, Mochida. Was I smiling? She's down bad, that's why. I would. I just have a lot of other games I want to stream. I covered my cheeks with both hands. Right. I wanted to ask you something. Do you know what happened to the crime scene of the November X Day case? Right. Won't learn anything if I look there now. Huh? You know, things, it's stuff, you know. Sorry for making you worry. Shit, he's onto us! Huh? Oh,
責めようってわけじゃないんだから。捜査状況が気になって落ち着かない気持ちは俺も同じだしな。俺たち特防に捜査の詳細は降りてこない。言ってしまえばただの苦情係だ。だが警察がどれだけ真実にたどり着けているかも知らずに。
No, but he's a good boss. He's a good boss. I can't flip him off. Let him. No! It's not like that. What are you implying of my girl? What are you saying about my girl? Come on.
規定に反するのはダメだが、俺も自分なりに調べてたりするんだぞ。
Ooh? Come to think of it, Mochida always said that he wanted to join the X-Day investigation.
お前が何をしてるかはわからんが、特防ってのは X-Day 事件をきっかけに新設された部署だ。その存在意義は新宿の治安を守ること。お前がそれを忘れずにいられるなら、細かいこと考えず好きにやれ。
Mochida.
急ぎの用があるんだろ。今日の仕事は俺が引き受けてやる。ほら、さっさと行け。
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Bolstered by Mochida's encouraging words, I darted off. Even in its current state, this section of Shinjuku is still busy. Of course, it was less active than it had been, but people here came and went without fear. Everywhere you looked, there were men in edgy outfits and scantily clad women.
こんな状況だからこそ生きやすいって人も一定数いるんだと思うよ。
You may be right. People lived in the shadows of every society. For them, times like these were normal, and they probably were better adjusted to it.
ちょっとだけ気持ちはわかるけどね。
え？
戦いの中にしか身を置けない人とか、周囲に疑心を持つのが日常な人たちとか、そういう人たちにとっては逆に平凡な日常が苦痛だったりするから。
That's true. That's true. I feel like that's why some veterans might have a hard time adjusting to real life. Okay, thanks for joining me, Ashley. I hope you have a nice day. Ooh, coffee sounds good, actually. I see, because Okazaki's an SP. Perhaps these people in Okazaki were actually somewhat alike. So you have that same level of awareness active because the SP are always in the line of danger?
数年前まではね。
I got... Ooh. Are you getting enough sleep? I hope you get enough sleep. You better be getting some sleep. What do you mean until a few years ago? A few years ago?
今の俺の仕事は平和そのものだからね。柳さんたち守りがいがないしな。
Oh, that's true. So, does Okazaki feel that a lack of danger is more difficult for him?
これはこれで悪くないって思ってるよ。
He shook his head and smiled as if he read my mind.
今朝みたいな時間を君と過ごしたり、吉成君と遊んだり、柳さんたちに厄介者扱いされながらも構っ
So he's aware he's a nuisance. That's good, that's good.
こういう日常もいいなって感じてる。だからこそ守らなきゃって思えるしね。
It's crazy that he's aware that he's a nuisance and yet continues to be a nuisance. I love him for that. That's good then. Before his current mission, he must have regularly faced danger. I was happy to hear that Okazaki felt some relief from his current life. So there are people who can live in peace even while Shinjuku's like this, huh? The world was a blend of overt and hidden aspects. In times where people rejoiced, others wept. One man's justice could be another man's evil. This was a keen reminder of that juxtaposition.
それこそこれから行くところは君にとって非日常なんだから油断しちゃダメだよ。
Aye, aye, Captain. Okay. I was used to petty crime, but we were heading into the depths of Kabukicho, which was normally under the purview of the organized crime division. Numerous gangs operated out of this area and out of area of the city. In other words, most of the people here didn't exactly run legal enterprises.
有力な手がかりだといいね。結局、3人中2人は完全な白だったし。
Yeah. Before coming here, I tried to meet with two of Todoroki's former subordinates, but one of them been ostracized ever since he left the police 5 years ago. He had developed such a severe mental illness that he had to be confined to an asylum. Oh no, fuck. He hasn't left the hospital ever since, so I ruled him out as a suspect. The other had moved abroad immediately after quitting his job. He never returned to Japan. Ooh, did she? Ooh, I don't watch IRMS too much, but I think her models are always so pretty. I'm jealous. And the last one. I tried visiting his home, but...
住所だとここみたいだね。
Yes, I hope he's here. Keisuke Sanjo, 29 years old. When he was on active duty, he served under Todoroki as a motorcycle cop in the traffic ops. There was nothing special in his file, just that he quit for personal reasons. Looking at his photograph in the file, all I saw was a serious-looking young man. But he could probably tell me something about Todoroki. Even if it wasn't concrete, I wanted to see him. Praying that this would give me a lead, I rang Sanjo's doorbell. He must be out. There was no response after ringing several times. I had to look later.
ここ今は誰も住んでないんじゃないかな。
Huh? How do you know?
生活臭がしないから。
The fuck you mean doesn't smell like it? You can tell from the outside?
あんたら警察か。そこは今誰も住んでないよ。
Oh? I mean, she has a lot of models, to be fair. Neighbor came out to look at us, annoyed. Maybe the doorbell had disturbed them.
空室になる前の住人の名前はわかりますか？
ああ、なんだったか。田中とか鈴木とか。
There should have been a Mr. Sanjo living here 5 years ago. Do you know him?
知らないね。もともとこの辺は近所付き合いとか薄いんだよ。
When I tried to ask another question, he just shut the door. If he moved under— Ooh, fuck. Watch Kate turns out to be a tree. No, I don't get that vibe. I don't get that vibe. If he moved, there could be a record of his new residence. Maybe we should go back and look for it.
ちゃんと転入届を出してるかは怪しいかな。
Because he might have had some involvement with the crimes?
可能性としてね。それに今から戻って調べると時間かかっちゃうよ。誰かに頼んで調べてもらった方が早いんじゃない？
Ah, that's right. I have more of a feeling that Shiraishi's a traitor, based on what I've seen in the sequel. But who knows? Then again, his entire vibe is just sus. I feel guilty for doing it, but I guess I can ask Mochida. Let's ask around to see if anyone knew him.
わかった。じゃあ二手に分かれようか。
Okazaki and I head in opposite directions to question the neighbors. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to learn anything helpful. There doesn't seem to be anyone here who's associated with them. I mean, to be fair, this is an Otome game and this is his route. It'd be weird if they didn't write him to get attached to him. I believe in the Dukes. I believe in Duke. He can get another touchdown or something in the last 4 minutes, I believe. Besides, it was 5 years ago. They've probably forgotten everything by now. Mary. When I turned back, Okazaki was walking towards me, phone in hand.
それらしい情報があったよ。
Ooh? He did? Huh? Really?
さすが仕事が早いよね。なんだかんだ協力してくれるんだから、やっぱり優しいな。
Sure. Really nice people helping you out. Sure. Huh?
こっちの話。
Okazaki said something while looking at his phone. I tilted my head curiously.
三条さん、新宿内にはいるみたいだよ。この住所だと歌舞伎町周辺か。
It was surprising that he managed to track down Sanjo after questioning people briefly. I'm sure he has his methods. Some very interesting methods, but methods. I have to come up with a story for a game, but I'm too lazy. I keep procrastinating. I felt that. That would be me, honestly. If I had to come up with a story for a game. I'm not that creative either. Or I guess I don't know if you're very creative. You're probably very creative. Maybe Okazaki was talented in other areas that didn't require physical skills. Musing about this, I also grew hopeful that we might finally get a lead that would provide us with some useful information. I didn't find anything on my end. If you think the info is credible, then let's go. I think it's here. In the vague area Okazaki learned Sanjo was in, we talked to people to narrow down his location. We eventually arrived at an old tenement that was so run down one would assume it was abandoned. According to the information Mochida sent me, Mr. Sanjo is a transient. What does that mean? People without a fixed address or resident card. There are actually quite a few cases where a person's deemed transient because their changing residence application was not submitted. Huh.
やっぱりね。まあ、この辺りはそういう人たちが多いよ。
That's painful. That's just painful, man. The people we've been talking with have been looking increasingly sketchy.
特にここは危なそうだ。
While Okazaki murmured, his eyes narrowed.
まずは俺が様子を見てくるね。少し離れてついてきて。
All right. Okazaki approached the entrance to try and look inside.
Oh, 兄ちゃんたち警察か?
Oh! A man with a shifty appearance called out to us.
見慣れねえ顔だな。ここに何の用だ? この辺は悪い顔がたむろってるからよ。かわいい顔した嬢ちゃんにゃ危ないぜ。
Immediately sus person. See, trauma's the best way to entertain people. If it's not traumatic, it's not worth it. Make the character sever! He didn't look like the respectable sort, but he acknowledged us as police and smiled confidently as he spoke to us. Division 4 dealt with people like him, so he probably didn't think of unfamiliar officers.
ここに三条圭介さんという方はいますか?
But Okazaki calmly questioned the man without skipping a beat.
ああ? 知らねえな。
おかしいな。確かな情報だって聞いたんだけど。
ほう。そりゃどっから拾ってきたんだ? ガセでもつかまされたんじゃねえのか?
This building was supposed to be abandoned. You wouldn't mind if we enter, will you?
はあ?
Bayashi!
お嬢ちゃん。暗黙の了解って言葉知らねえか?
Oh boy. The man's expression tensed slightly. I could sense an implied threat in his words. I took a deep breath and answered firmly. I couldn't afford to let him think we were weak. That's none of my concern. We're here on police business to question Mr. Sanjo.
あまり挑発しない方がいい。
若いね。とにかく知らねえもんは知らねえよ。ほら、帰った。
Hey, wait! The man casually reached for my shoulder. Okazaki instantly knocked his hand aside and stepped between us.
Oi.
Oh, he's serious.
こっちも優しくしてやれねえぞ。あ? 何騒いでんだ?
A low voice broke the tension.
すんません。
Oh, him! I caught my breath when another man stepped out. His face matched the photos in the database. Without a doubt, he was Keisuke Sanjo. Hi, Bilk! All good. Glad to see you. I hope you're doing well. But although the features were the same, he gave off a totally different vibe than the photo. The photo, he had seemed like a serious young man, but the fake person in front of me looked downright unscrupulous.
こいつらがやけにしつこくて、若手のサスが張り切っちゃってんすよ。へえ。
Sanjo slowly approached us, and when he made eye contact with Okazaki, he He seemed genuinely surprised.
なるほど。
Now he was cheerful for some reason.
直接乗り込んでくるとは思ったより気概があるじゃねえか。
Well, maybe I do have a lot of spunk. How about that? What? He had murmured too quietly for me to be certain that I heard that correctly. He merely smiled at us in return, looking as confident as the other man.
おい、お前は戻れ。俺が話つけてやる。
こんな奴らほっときゃいいですよ。あんたが相手してやること。
戻れっつってんだよ。
When Sanjo lowered his tone, the man panicked and went inside the building. I can't falter. When I glanced at Okazaki, he nodded. This was my job now. I'm Mary Hoshino from Shinjuku PD. I'd like to ask you some questions about the X-Day murder in November. Sanjo's amused expression didn't fade. He folded his arms and watched me. I was a little curious why he was looking at me that way, but I persisted. All good. I think she's lurking right now, but I will. Everything's going well on my end, though. Glad everything's good with you. Hopefully it slows down for you soon. I was a little curious why he was looking at me like that way, but I persisted. One of the victims in the incident was Masayoshi Todoroki. 5 years ago, you worked under him. What was he like?
どんな人間ねえ。ジョーちゃんは奴がどんな人間だったと思う？
He cockily deflected my question with one of his own. What I think he was like? My preliminary info didn't turn up much at all about Todoroki. Bye, Bill. Have a nice day. According to files, he wasn't particularly a problematic person, but I think there was a reason he ended up being an X-Day murder victim. Something that probably wasn't well known. So that's why I'm here, following that hunch. I looked into Sanjo's eyes, and as I said that, his eyes widened. And then he laughed as if he found it amusing.
そりゃ正論だ。かを知り、己を知れば百戦危うからずってな。
Hey, let's
ジョーちゃんは身の
go!
程知らずじゃねえらしい。それで俺までたどり着いたんなら大したもんだ。身内を疑うくらいのことはできるみてえだな。
Sanjo went quiet for a moment, watching me intently with serious eyes.
奴は人間のクズだったぜ。
Oh?
この世に生きてちゃならねえ類の人間だ。奴が死んで心から喜んだ人間は多いだろうな。
For an instant, I saw a flash of hatred appear in Sanjo's eyes. He looked like he was ready to kill someone right now, and I involuntarily took a half step back.
彼に恨みを抱いてることを認めることになるけど、いいの？
嘘はつかねえ主義なんだよ。それに、お前らも当たりをつけてきたんだろ？俺が復讐のために奴を殺したんじゃないかってな。
Nothing in particular had stood out to me in HQ's analysis in the files. I don't think he was anyone problematic. When I said it outright, Sanjo burst into laughter, his shoulders trembling. Did I say something funny?
警察官らしいジョーちゃんだな。結局上辺でしか分かろうとしないか。
What do you mean? Not answering my question, Sanjo's face twisted into an annoyed expression.
奴の本性はまだ隠し通されてんだな。奴が賢かったのか、警察の隠蔽体質が救えねえレベルまで行ってんのか。なあ、どっちもか。何にせよ、想定の範囲だな。
Sanjo went quiet for a moment, watching me intently with serious eyes.
奴は人間のクズだったぜ。 この世に生きてちゃならねえ類の。
For an instant, I saw a flash of hatred. Blah, blah, blah.
彼に恨みを抱いてること。
嘘はつかねえ主義なんだよ。そら、やつ、この世に生きてちゃならねえ。
For instance, blah blah blah.
彼に恨みを抱いてることを認めることになるけど、いいの？
嘘はつかねえ主義なんだよ。それに、お前らも当たりをつけてきたんだろ。俺が復讐のために奴を殺したんじゃないかってな。
元警察なら動機を認めることがどうつながるかよく知っ。
ああ、よーく知ってるぜ。逆に警察が何もないとこから動機ってもんを作り上げられちまう。
警察のことも恨んでる。
ま、そうだな。いや、過去形か。恨んでただ。
Interesting, interesting. The past? What does he mean?
あの腐った組織が我が物顔で存在するだけで気色悪いとは思うぜ。
警察への反感、被害者への動機、身元の怪しさ。三拍子揃ってるね。
揃っちまってるな。
I could tell that Okazaki was as confused as I that Sanjo wasn't bothering to hide what he thought at all. Sanjo was angry that he was under suspicion, yet he freely acknowledged his grudge. I found that confidence frightening.
俺のとこまで来たってことは他の二人にも目をつけてんだろ。もう会ったのか？
He meant Todoroki's other two subordinates, who had quit at the same time. I tried to speak to them before I came here, but it was impossible.
死んでたか？
No, one is hospitalized and the other moved overseas.
そうか。あいつらももう戻れねえだろうな。
What does that mean?
人間としての尊厳を壊されたってことだ。感情も凍りついちまってるだろうよ。
That's sad! What the fuck?
ここまでいやわかるだろう。あの環境は異常だったんだよ。
The intimidating aura I felt when I first saw him wasn't just from his imposing physical appearance. His gloomy eyes were filled with quiet rage. They were devoid of faith in the world. Anyone who had talked to him would be able to see that.
毎日が地獄だった。未来だの希望だの。そんな生優しいもんは一つだって持てなかった。轟だけじゃねえ。お前らも同じとこに足突っ込んでんだ。
What?
警察って組織はな、人を陥れ、罪を隠し、己の利益だけを考える。誰かの努力を自分の功績にして嘲笑い、保身や顕示欲のために力を振りかざす。被害者の人生も奴らにとっちゃ出世のための踏み台か、承認欲求を満たす道具か。何にしろゴミくず程度の価値しかねえ。規則に縛られてるだのなんだの言って警察官が罪を犯したらちょいともみ消して武勇伝のように吹聴して回る始末だ。
Damn, his grudge runs deep. What the fuck?
正義だの語れるような組織じゃねえんだよ。
Hey, let's go. I think that's up. I had no response to those words. He must have seen much of the dark side of the police force before he quit. It was the darkness that the first X-Day crime in April had sought to expose.
お前たちが今掲げてる正義ってのもな、警察にいる限り貫けねえよ。
Well, I don't think that's true. Come on, man.
お前たち。
Oh? Okazaki suddenly reacted after having stayed silent this entire time.
今日初めて会ったのに、どうしてそんなことを知ってるの？世間一般の正義って意味じゃないよね。俺たちが。彼女が抱えてる問題を知らなきゃ、そんな言い方しない。
顔に似合わず細けえやつだな。
一度気になったら放っておけない性格なんだ。
Damn, Okazaki, go off. Go off.
しつこそうだな。そういや、まさに俺が好きじゃねえタイプだ。
それはよかった。アドニスとつながってる人間に好かれても、そんなに嬉しくないからね。
Sanjo answered Okazaki's interjection with a bold grin. You aren't going to deny it? I cautiously approached him. He was hostile towards the police and had motive for the crime, and he even knew about my situation. The suspicion was only piling up, yet Sanjo only kept smiling.
Joe-chan, 俺と勝負しないか?
Huh? What the fuck? Huh? He sprung an unexpected question on me. I blurted out a confused noise in response.
X デー事件のこと知りてんだろ? 俺が話せる範囲でよけりゃ教えてやるよ。
Really?
ああ。ただし、俺との勝負に勝ったらな。
I'm sorry? In what? Please tell me this is gonna be like a checkers game?
勝負何の?
Okazaki was tense with caution. I kept my eyes fixed on Sanjo, not knowing what he was up to.
明日、12月22日の夜、一人の現役警察官が死ぬ。それを食い止められた。俺の話をしてやるよ。
Mr. Sanjo, no, Keisuke Sanjo, what exactly do you know?
それも勝負に勝ったら教えてやる。
Oh, come the fuck on, man. You can't just drop this shit on me and just expect me to just go along with it. What the fuck? Don't evade the question. How do you know about my...
上に報告して、明日が来る前に俺を逮捕してみるか。まあ、今の状況じゃ、せいぜい参考人止まりだろうが。
It was true that we currently had no evidence that definitely tied Sanjo to the murder. He could just claim that his earlier confession was a joke or misunderstanding. We also couldn't arrest Sanjo for his threat, unless he actually caused a future incident.
それか、適当な罪を着せて、とりあえず別件逮捕って手もあるだろう。俺はそれでも構わねえぜ。
I bit my lip as he sneered. You asking us to arrest you?
ただ身柄を拘束するだけじゃ意味がない。それが分かってるから挑発してるだけだよ。今ここで参考人として任意同行もできる。でも事件の謎が解明されるわけじゃない。
分かってるじゃねえか。そんなことしたってどうせ真相は闇の中だ。俺は何も喋らねえし、俺一人が捕まったところで解決しねえのは痛いほど分かってるんじゃないか。
His words reminded me of what Rika Sugawara had said. Sanjo is right. If he was to be believed, there was a good possibility that Todoroki had committed some kind of crime. This could be my opportunity to uncover the truth. Anyway, arresting him wouldn't lead us to Adonis. But I still couldn't just ignore someone who had claimed that murder was going to happen. What should I do? Understood. I'll take you up on that offer. That was my answer after some consideration.
話がわかるじゃねえか。頭でっかちなジョーちゃんじゃねえんだ。
I should make the safest choice to deal with the threat in front of me right now. If Sanjo was one of the criminals and this declaration came to pass, it would be disastrous. But capturing here would be unlikely to stop the countdown to accident.
目の前の悪は見過ごせないだとか、優等生な返事を予想してたんだが。
The countdown won't stop even if we take you in and convict you right now. Right now, the city was facing an emergency. If the countdown wasn't stopped, it would likely lead to massive casualties. I was struggling with the choice, but Okazaki clapped me on the back.
俺もそうすべきだと。
Oh, thank God.
目先のことにとらわれてる場合じゃないからね。君はこの町やこの町に住む人たちの未来を守らなきゃいけないんだから。今は感情的になっちゃダメだ。
Yeah. I nodded firmly.
俺がついてるよ。
Oh, he's so sweet. He's so sweet. His words filled me with even more resolve and strength. If Sanjo's related to Adonis, he won't kill people indiscriminately. Adonis carried out carefully planned attacks that had purposeful motives. I hadn't researched every case, but I didn't think that they were targeting unrelated people.
交渉は成立だな。せいぜい頑張るよ。
12月に入ってからアドニスは連続して事件を起こしてたけど、明日の夜もともと起こす予定だった。君も駒の一人で。
さあ
やっぱりそうだよね。前からターゲットの人間は決まってたってことだ。
さあなって言っただろ。人の話を聞かねえやつだな。
Nope, but I like that about him.
それにさっき警察官って言った。君は警察官をよく思う。
Hey, let's go! Victory!
君が
I
実
knew
行
I
犯
could
で
do
わ
it.
ざわざ狙うからには
Congrats on the
それなり
win
の動機が
to
あ
your
る。
team.
ヒントを与えすぎたか。
So what is your intention of giving us this chance now? He stated the victim would be a police officer. I still didn't understand what he had to gain by presenting me with his talent.
続きは明日の夜だ。また会えるのを楽しみにしてるぜ。
Sanjo turned and started walking away. I hadn't expected him to answer. Wait, we're not done.
ただ、お前たちがボケっとしてると、もう二度と会わないかもしれねえけどな。
Shit. With that parting note, Sanjo went back inside the building.
ターゲットは警察官。
While we were on the way back to the station, Okazaki murmured, "The target is likely someone who committed some misdeed in the past."
それにしても三条はどうして勝負なんて持ちかけたんだろう。
I was curious about that too. If Sanjo is a member of Adonis, what if he's in some kind of danger?
多分だけど俺たちのこと知ってるみたいだったから、きっと君の首輪のことも知ってると思うんだ。
Yeah. The person behind the collar had probably heard the entire conversation. What if Sanjo, as one of Adonis's pawns, would be punished for trying to act on his own ahead of schedule? His memories erased, just like Nika Sugawara's. It was definitely a pretty risky maneuver for Sanjo.
君に事件を解明させたいっていうのが首輪をつけた人間からの要望だったよね。これも犯人側にとっては君を試す手段の一つなのかもしれない。
Testing me. I felt both anxious and angry, like they were toying with me. But I couldn't let myself be controlled by such feelings. Now that we have been given this chance, I had to do whatever it took to prevent the attack.
ところでさ、ね、本当に休まなくていいの？
Huh?
もうこんな時間だし、やっぱり家に帰った方がいいんじゃない？
I think I'll just stay up worrying if I went home. I'll be fine. Okazaki told me to get some rest and that we'd start gathering information tomorrow morning. But I couldn't stay still, so I would continue to research when I returned to the station. I should look for any police officers who might have a grudge against them. I had to look for whatever I could. The time limit was drawing closer. Thank you for walking me back. I thanked Okazaki as usual when we were in front of the police station.
また明日の朝合流だね。
Alright. I could do my normal work tomorrow, so I needed to ask Mochida for the time off. I'm sorry I can't tell him the whole story. If I made the wrong move, Adonis thought I wasn't cooperating. Surely there'd be victims.
本当に大丈夫かな？
I mean, there's not much of a choice. Okazaki still looked worried. Every day, he told me not to push myself too hard. But I couldn't obey that advice today. It's okay, I'm tough. Okazaki chuckled when I did an impression of the text he sent me before.
ああ、まねっこ。いけないんだ。
Ah, shush! Ah, shush! Oh, you noticed?
当たり前だよ。でも、可愛かったから許してあげる。
He keeps calling us cute. I thought your text was cuter. For a while, we laughed together, and his gaze softened.
でも、大事な時に動けなくなったら困るから、本当に無理はしないこと。
Alright, I promise.
君が倒れちゃったりしたら、俺が生きてる意味なくなっちゃうからね。
Well, that's not concerning at all. Come on. You're exaggerating. When he talked like this, it always made my heartbeat quicken. But I knew he was trying to help me, and that warmed my heart.
大げさじゃないんだけどな。
Make sure you get plenty of rest too. We did a lot of walking today. We're not gonna bring up the fact that he said he wasn't exaggerating. I'll be counting on you again tomorrow. Thank you.
ほんとたくさん頼ってくれる
Of course.
よかった。君が頼ってくれるのすごく嬉しいな。
Okazaki grabbed my hands and swung them back and forth like a child. I held those large hands many times, but it still made my heart race.
あと夜中でも大丈夫だから何かあったらすぐにメールしてね。調べたことで相談したいとか。
Thank you. His smile was so innocent, I laughed with him, still holding his hands.
あとちゃんとご飯を食べて。
Okay.
それからちゃんと寝て。
He's such a worry word. Yes, I know. Okazaki, if you don't mind. People were going to notice. Okazaki sadly let go.
あとは何かあった。
I'll be okay. Goodness, you're so overprotective lately.
仕方ないじゃない。君が嫌がっても心配するよ。
It's not that I don't like it.
あ、でもここで俺が引き止めたら君の睡眠時間が減っちゃう。ずっとそばにくっついてたいけど、そうもいかないもんね。
I suppose not. I was also reluctant to part ways, but why did he let that slip? He made me a little lonely to think that I was the only one who realized it. I'll be heading inside then.
頑張って。また明日ね。
I left Okazaki and returned to the station. Alright, we're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna save. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. For Twitch viewers, we're gonna raid someone. Let's raid Kita. Cause fuck it. Alright. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you guys I hope Twitch viewers enjoy Kita's stream. And I'll see you guys later. Next stream will be on Monday. Excited for that. Going back to DMC3. Or not DMC3. We're starting DMC5. Super excited for that. Anyway. Bye!